Good morning, sir. Here you are. Orange juice, cornflakes, eggs Benedict, and coffee. I took the liberty to bring in an extra portion for myself, sir.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Well, I've got news for you.
What's
Your
that?
liberty's just been canceled. Put the chair back where you've got. Haven't you ever heard of the loneliness of command? The captain eats alone. Now get out of here. Scram. Andiamo. Right out of here, Elroy. Go down to the post office, see if your mother sent me cookies. He thinks I'm gonna share my wife's strawberry preserves. But that glutton, there's another thing coming. All right, you kids, get away from that Jeep. That's government property. Parker, you get those other juvenile delinquents away from there right away, on the double.
All right, boys, I'm going to have to get off the Jeep. Oppo, that's the way. See, I hate to do that, boys, but see the fellow over there with the glasses? Mino. And besides, this is not a toy, boys. This is a deadly weapon. See here where the safety's off? You know what would happen if you pull that trigger? Now there, let that be a lesson to you.
Spare me, I'm too young to die. Spare me. Oh, it stopped. Oh, they never touched me. They touched me. Oh!
Sir, I heard shooting at... Captain? Captain, are you all right? Sir, speak to me, sir. Sir? Captain? Sir, Oh, no. Right through the heart. He's been murdered!
What's wrong?
You assassin! Arrest that man! He just murdered the captain!
Me? Oh, no, wait a minute. Carpy, all I did was I just, murdered the captain!
Stop him! Stop that murderer! Arrest that man! He just murdered the captain! After him! Stop that murderer! Don't let him get away!
Hey, what happened?
Oh, it's just terrible that fiend Parker just murdered the captain. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh, it was awful. He took deliberate aim with a machine gun and it was ghastly. Oh, my captain, look at him.
Oh, the poor captain. What is it, Skip? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a strawberry preserves. Strawberry preserves?
He's not shot.
Captain, wake up, Captain.
Oh, Captain, you're not dead. Oh, good old sir. Good old.
Not dead.
No.
Well, of course I'm not dead. If I was dead, you think I'd be in the same place with him?
Well, I mean, when Ensign Parker shot that machine gun at
Parker,
you...
that's what happened. He, with a machine gun, where'd he nick me? I'm bleeding. Get a corner. Get a corner.
Wait, hold it, Captain. You're fine. That's only strawberry jam, sir.
Strawberry jam? Are you out of your mind? You think I don't know blood from strawberry... It's my wife's preserves. He got my wife's preserves. I'm gonna get him for this. I'm gonna get him.
Now, wait a minute, Captain. Don't go blowing your stack. I'm sure there's a very logical explanation to this whole accident.
You can bet your bottom lira there is, that little assassin. He tried to wipe me out, and all he got was my wife's preserves. Now, you call out every MP in this area. I'm gonna get that little assassin if it takes till VE Day.
Oh, boy, what's my mother gonna say? I can just hear her now. My son the murderer.
That's him! You there! Stop!
He's not in there, Skip. Not a sign of him anywhere, Skip. He couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of got a feeling that somehow we're always just missing him. Come on this way. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Try that door.
Oh, boy. Hey, give me that thing. I need it more than you do here. Buy yourself some garlic. Oh, boy. I can't go on. I'm a murderer. Gotta run for the rest of my life. Oh, boy.
Well, we'll just have to keep looking for him. After all, this is Army country. And any joker, dressed as an ensign, has got to stick out like a sore thumb.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, let's go see.
L'onda prospero vento Santa Lucia Santa Lucia sul
Boy. Well, what's petty theft to a murderer?
Of all the...
Wanted, dead or alive? That Binghamton must be kidding.
Mr. Park hasn't got a chance with these things all over town.
It'll be shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah, well, not if I have anything to say about it.
Before I let Binghamton declare open season on Mr. Parker, I'm going to do a little shooting myself. Come on, Groob. You guys wait here. Dead or alive? Well, they're liable to shoot him just to get the reward.
Well, then that'll be the best money I ever spent. Now, get out of here, McHale. Scram. Just scram.
Oh, Captain, I've got the most wonderful news. This MP just told me they've brought in Ensign Parker.
Is he alive?
Now, with him, who could tell? Where is he?
He's outside in the Jeep, sir.
Hey, Steve, bring in Ensign Parker.
Oh, this is my finest hour, McHale. 38 years of clean living, finally rewarded.
That's Ensign Parker?
I ought to have you bird brains tossed in the brig for arresting the wrong man. This officer could sue you for a thing like... An earring he's wearing and... What outfit are you with?
Ma questo è un insulto! Insulto! Perché mi ha portato qui? Perché, imbecille? Perché mi ha portato qui?
Who's the jabbering about? What is that?
He's a gypsy, sir.
A gypsy? Are they drafting them?
Oh, no, not them. You see...
All I say is that the man is out of uniform. You're a disgrace wearing jewelry. How dare you strike me? I'm the military governor here. If a thing like that happens again, you'll grab him.
Non mi porta chi è lei? Non mi porta un corno! E per piacere non mi tocchi i rocchini!
I think we've got the wrong man, but I'll bet that's the right uniform. I am certain that's Ensign Parker's.
I believe you're right, Elroy. That's just... Ask him where he got it.
I don't speak Italian, sir.
But I do, sir, I do. Allow me.
Let me get it.
Now, senti, dove hai pigliato questa camisa e I pantaloni, eh?
Oh, i vestiti, un mamalucco. Un mamalucco, ho rubato tutti I miei vestiti mentre io facevo il bagno.
Dove?
Sulla strada a nord, 5 chilometri di qui. 5, sì.
What do you say? Wow.
He said, sir, that someone took all his clothes while he was taking a bath 10 kilometers from here on a South Road.
On the South Road. And we know who that someone was, don't we? All right, you two goofballs, take this other goofball to the pokey. I'll need him as a witness.
Come on, go then, Dale.
Carpenter, quit directing traffic. Get my Jeep.
Yes, sir.
Catch that killer ensign before somebody else does. And McHale, get out of my way.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, Skip, shh. Are you cracking up? telling old Itchy Finger where to find Mr. Parker.
Are you kidding? Sure, I told him to find Mr. Parker on the South Road, 10 kilometers from here, right?
Right.
But Mr. Parker isn't there. Mr. Parker's on the North Road, 5 kilometers from here.
That's my skipper.
Benvenuti, welcome. What can I do for you?
We're looking for a short, bald, pot-belly ensign.
An insignone?
Yes.
Sorry, we are a very poor little tribe. We no can afford to have an insignone.
Well, this is what he looks like. I'll just post this over here, and if you see him, you just let us know.
Hello.
What you doing under there?
I just looking for my other earring. Well, time to dance. Everybody, musica. Oops, I'm sorry.
Well, Chief, that's our baby. Just remember, he's dangerous.
Don't worry. For 1,000 lire, nobody is dangerous.
He's the one! He's him!
Luigi, Antonio, come on, quick, hurry up! And now it's you, Parker. We're gonna have a nice little talk.
Yeah, well, I don't think that...
1,000 a day.
Pardon me.
Stop him! Get him! He's doing 1,000 a
Hey, Skipper, look! It's Mr. Parker! That mother gypsies is chasing him.
With knives, shit! Hey, Chuck! Come on, get this thing going straight. Hurry up! Go! Hey! Go! Hey, Chuck! Go forward. Yeah, go!
Are you all right, Mr. Parker?
Boy, are we glad to see you.
We've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, thanks a lot, you guys, but you shouldn't have done it. I'm a fugitive from justice. You're gonna get in trouble for this.
Well, now, what did you expect us to do? Leave you to that pack of bounty hunters?
Oh, boy, I don't understand it, Skip. I had a happy childhood. I love my mother. I wasn't even mad at Binghamton when I killed him. Skip, where'd I go wrong?
Maybe because you never learned how to aim a machine gun. You missed him by a mile.
Now, wait a minute. I'm telling you guys it was an accident. These kids were... I missed him. You mean I didn't kill him?
That's right.
He's alive and kicking.
Alive and kicking? Well, if I didn't kill him, then I'm not a murderer. I'm just a regular all-American boy. Hey, boy. Hey, wait a minute. If I didn't kill him, why is everybody after me?
Because the charge is attempted murder. Now, we gotta hide you out until we get you off the hook. So come on, let's make tracks out of here. Let's go.
What are we gonna do, Skip?
I'm thinking.
Hey, Skip, I got an idea. Look, why don't you turn me in and get the reward? Why, for 1,000 lire, you could get a pretty good lawyer.
Cut it out, will you, Chuck? We're not gonna turn you in, and that's that. Look, why don't you get on that periscope there and keep a sharp lookout while we do some thinking?
He on a wild goose chase, will he? I'll show that McHale. He's probably got that baby-faced butcher hidden around the base somewhere. Find that menace, Parker, and have him put away if it's the last thing I... periscope in a tree? It's in my glasses. It's a periscope in a tree.
Hi, Captain. Hey! It's Binghamton! Binghamton's here!
Ah, trying to get away. Now, you come back here. That's an order. Come back here.
How far away is he?
Huh? He's right here. I looked right in his eye. Oh, boy, I think he hit something.
Here, let me have it. Oh, brother, I'll say you hit something. It's lead bottom flat on his back. Come on, let's go.
Boy, I better really kill him this time.
Oh, brother. Look at him. Oh, boy, now I'm really in trouble. I killed him twice.
Oh, no, he's just out cold. And from the size of that bump on his chin, he's going to be hearing the birdies sing for quite a while.
Oh, thank goodness. Gosh, maybe I really am a menace. Come on, Skip, what are we waiting for?
Let's get lead bottom out of here.
And then what? Look, when Binghamton comes to, he's going to want to know about that scope. And when he does, boy.
He'll blow the whistle.
This place will be crawling with MPs.
They'll find our wine cellar for sure.
Yeah, that'll be goodbye, Charlie Parker.
All right. You ape, stop singing the blues. We got to come up with something to tell Binghamton when he comes to. The question is what?
Maybe we can con him into thinking he saw an enemy sub.
On dry land? Brilliant. Tink, you're a regular quiz kid. Come on, will you stop coming up with those cockamamie ideas? Wait a minute. Tink, maybe you got something there.
Skip, I was only kidding. I mean, a land submarine?
No. I'm not talking about land submarine. I'm talking about a real submarine. A German U-boat.
German U-boat?
What are you talking about?
Go. The suspense is murder.
Please, do you have to use that word?
Supposing we tell Leadbottom that Mr. Parker actually saved his life. Well, then he'd never press charges for attempted murder, now would he?
Never.
Not a chance.
Okay, how do we fake a thing like that?
Oh, now, come on, look, we're just wasting time. Look, I'll explain it on the way while you guys lug Leadbottom down to the 73. Easy does it.
Hey, Skip, he's coming too.
All right. Christy, keep a sharp lookout, will you?
All right, Skip.
All right, now look, boys. Play it up to the hilt, but don't overdo it, or we'll blow the whole deal. All right, take your places.
Oh, my head. Where am I? Where?
The security's attacking gun. Jawohl, Herr Leutnant.
Preparen Sie die Torpedoschlagen!
Who are all you people? Why am I tied up like this? Put on the lights. Where am I?
Herr Kapitän. You are aboard the pride of the Führer's Unterseebootenfleet. The famed Unterseebooten 1, 2, 3. Siegel!
I'll tell you, you're all Germans and I'm on a submarine? Oh, I don't believe it.
Alles ist ready to dive in, Herr Kapitän. Alles los, Mr. Ballast-Tanker einkanten.
Preparen Sie to submersion! Preparen Sie to submersion!
No, wait, no submersion, please. My ears even pop in the shower. I can't, let me go.
We cannot let you go, Schwein. You have seen too much.
Yeah, like the secret weapon we was testing in the woods, Dalton.
The land periscope.
The land periscope? What land periscope?
The one that was hidden in the tree.
Oh, no. I didn't see that one. No. That looked like an ordinary tree to me with an eyeball in it.
Quiet! Prepare to submersion! Closing the action!
Hatchet closing.
Yeah, don't close the hatchet. Don't dive. No.
Quiet! And sit down next to the other prisoner!
You mean there are two of us?
Jaws! Make me the marking holder!
Captain, it's me, Ensign Parker.
Ensign Parker. Oh, you little swine, you little assassin. This is where you've been hiding out. You sold out to the enemy, didn't you?
Nay, I was captured in the woods just like you. They got me all tied up. I got a blindfold on and a gag.
Gag? How can you talk?
It's hard.
I'm glad they didn't do that to me.
Alles ist ready. Könnt ihr diven, Herr Kapitän?
Oh ja, das ist gut. Making me to dive in for the underseebooten under the Wasser. Get diving.
Oh, no. No, don't go down with me aboard. No.
Sign, Fathom Dorton.
Sign, Fathom Dorton.
Oh, I hope they didn't leave any portholes open.
One sick, Fathom Dorton.
No.
Right sick, Fathom Dorton.
Right sick, Fathom Dorton.
Oh, boy, hang on. We're really diving now.
Get up, Fathom Dorton. Ah, mein Kapitan. Now you can relax and have a wonderful trip with us, providing, of course, there is no trouble.
Achtung! Achtung! Enemy Boten! Bearing 2, 3, 1!
Open the periscope!
What's happening? What's going on?
Himmel! Ein amerikanischer Torpedoboten mit the number 73!
Hey, you hear that? It's our boys, 7Z3. They've come to save us. Okay, McHale, give them the old depth charge attack.
Depth charge, you boob. You want to get us killed. McHale, no depth charge. That's an order. McHale, it's me down here. It's your beloved captain.
Ein Hip! Ist das nicht sinken, Dalton? Ach, wir gesprungen, der liegen!
Liegen Sie!
Oh, I feel it. McHale finally did it to me.
Abandon Tag der U-Booten! Blow out the ballast tanken! Schnell, schnell!
Achtung! We made it, Herr Kapitän!
Ah, gut! Abandon the U-Booten! Open the hatchen!
No, come back here. Wait a minute. Prisoners and women first. They're leaving us to drown like rats.
Oh, no, they're not. I think I'm getting my ropes loose. There, my hands are out. See? Feel my hands?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting my blindfold off. There. Ha-ha. Well, so long, Captain. It's been nice knowing you.
So long. Wait a minute. What do you mean, so long, you boob? I mean, Chucky! Don't leave your dear old captain. Save me.
I'm over here. Now, why should I save you? I just have to go back and face a murder rap.
A murderer? Whoever gave you an idea like that, boy? That was just a little joke. Funny little joke. Oh, no, who'd press charges against a dear boy like you? Huh?
You mean that?
Oh, I mean it. There's now untie me and take my blindfold off.
Well, there's no time to get your blindfold off. I mean,
It's time to
after
get
all,
me
we
loose.
got haul anchor while the hauling's good.
No, get this
Another leak.
Oh, another leak. If it's time to get the rope cut, why don't you get the blindfold?
Don't worry about it.
All right, wait a minute. Ow.
This way.
Pardon me, madam. Who is it?
Here you go, sir.
Who are those people helping me?
Well, I made friends with a couple of them.
Oh, they're not all bad.
You're right. Okay, we gotta get out of here, sir.
All right.
I'll roll. Keep moving.
I got my hands free. I'll get the blindfold.
No, don't touch it, sir.
Why
It may
not?
be poison.
How have I heard of a
Just
poison?
roll. Just roll. Keep rowing. They're after us. Keep
I can't row without this blindfold.
No, get off. They're shooting.
Who hit me?
Huh? They're shooting. Huh? Boy, that was close. Keep going. Look, Captain, that's a 73.
Over here. 5, 3. It's us.
We're coming, Captain. We'll save you. Take it easy. Get him aboard.
Here you go, Captain.
Easy does it, Captain. We've got you.
Here we go, Captain. Yes, sir.
Oh, bless you, Clinton, my boy. Bless you. You'll never know what I've been through. Never.
Well, I can just imagine, sir, on that sub. Yes, sir. But the question is, how did you escape?
Oh, how did I escape? Well, I owe it all to this brave, unselfish boy here.
Oh, think nothing of it, sir. It's nothing that any brave, unselfish lad wouldn't have done.
Dirty Jerry, take that.
Hey, hold it, Captain. I'm caught in this bush.
Parker, you nitwit. Cut! Well, look what you've done, you boob. You ruined the whole scene. Now we gotta shoot this all over again. Back to your places.
Oh, not again, Captain. You've been machine gunning us all afternoon.
Have a heart, sir.
We died 16 times already.
You be quiet. Nobody likes a pushy bit player. Carpenter, give me more blanks for the retakes.
Yes, sir.
If you men don't get this thing right, I'm gonna start using real bullets.
Oh, now look, Captain, we agreed to help you make this battle film so you can send it to your wife. But it's getting late.
Yeah, we'd kind of like to rest up for the party tonight. Yeah, that's right, Captain. The cast party that you promised us.
There is not going to be any cast party unless you clodhoppers get this thing right. Do you understand that? Now get back to your places. Back to your places.
You're rolling, mine, Captain.
Just a minute. Are you ready, Carpenter?
Ready anytime you are, WB.
All right, now quiet on the set. Now I want realism in it this time. I want you to think like Germans and act like Germans. Now, Achtung, mach schnell.
You're rolling, mine, Captain. Oh, and don't you worry, sir. When you yell action this time, it's going to be great. Tell you what, I'll take this grenade, and then I'll have a real sneer on my face like a German, like this.
No, you Chuck! No, you activated the grenade. Go ahead, try it. Hit the dirt, you guys.
Here's your grenade, Captain.
That grenade gave me a concussion.
Captain, sir,
You bumbling ninny, look what you made me do now. The whole thing is...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but well, I just wanted to tell you that the villa's all set up for the cast party.
Cast party? What cast party?
Oh, the one you promised Commander McHale and his men for helping out in the movie.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Well, no, sir.
You think I'd give a party for those assassins after what they did to me out there this afternoon?
But, sir, I've already made the arrangements. The food, the wine, music for dancing.
Never mind. Only dancing I want to see are those assassins on the end of a rope. I just cancel it. I won't cancel everything. Gotta be somewhere I get rid of those men for good. Hello, Captain Binghamton.
Binghamton, it's Harrigan. I'm up in San Romano with Congresswoman Adele Austin of the Military Affairs Committee.
Congresswoman, huh? And you can't wait to start buttering her up, can't you? Oh, Harrigan, I tell you, you're without a doubt.
Look, Bingy, I don't have time to bicker. I just called to tell you that Miss Austin's coming to Voltafiore at 9 o'clock tonight. So you better put your house in order quick.
What do you mean by a crack like that?
If there's one thing Miss Austin can't stand, it's drinking and gambling and carrying on. So take my advice. If you want to make points with her, you better lock up McHale and his carousers for the night.
Harrigan, when I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Carpenter, lock up McHale and his carousers for the night. There's a congresswoman coming here. If she finds any gambling or drinking, then she... Wait a minute. This could be the answer to my prayer.
Sir?
You already said that. I changed my mind about the party. I promised McHale and his men a cast party, and I'm going to give it to them. Am I going to give it to them? Cheers, Elroy.
Cheers, sir.
Did I hear right, Captain? That the party is still on for tonight?
Quint, I am surprised that you're surprised. Weren't you promised a cast party by an officer and a gentleman?
Oh, no, sir. You promised us.
Love him. Now, you boys worked hard. You deserve a reward.
Oh, much obliged. Hi, fellas. Hi there. Hi, Captain.
Oh, hi. Look who's here, fellas. Dopey. Everything ready for the party?
Yes, sir. I ordered more food and more wine, and the villa is all ready for action. And the dancing girls are all set, too, sir.
Dancing girls?
Oh, yes. When I throw a party, I pull out all the stops. Why, back home at the yacht club, they used to call me King of the Wingdings.
Captain, are you sure that grenade didn't knock some bats loose in your belfry?
Very good again. I've never seen anything like you. Okay, fellas, let's go. See you at the villa tonight. All right. 8 o'clock. Have a good time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Enjoy tonight. Enjoy. Eat. Live it up. Because in 2 hours, when I raid their little orgy with Congresswoman Austin, they're gonna be dead. You, I want you to get over the signal corps, and I want you to check out that movie camera again.
Movie camera? What for, sir?
Well, I want to record this little triumph for posterity. And for Pumpkin, you get it?
Check WB.
Let's hear it for the king of prestidigitators, Light-Fingered Lester.
Cheers. Here's looking at you. Mmm. Bad grape.
You're cute.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll get a little air. I'll get back to this stuff.
Madam Congresswoman, as the military governor, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome you to Volta Fiore. And I would like to present these to you as a token of my esteem and my respect.
Oh, well, thank you, sir, but you really shouldn't have. I
Not
haven't
by
done
the
anything.
Congresswoman here. Why would I give you anything? Oh,
Well, sir, I thought when... Well, sir, here's the movie camera.
It's about time. Did you look in on the party?
Oh, yes, sir, I peeked in. And I must say that Commander McHale and his men could certainly teach those Romans a few things.
Good. Because when the Congresswoman looks in and sees all that carousing, then it's going to be goodbye to the flea-bitten barflies of the 73 and hello, Admiral Binghamton.
Well, you're right, sir. She is bound to have you promoted. Admiral Binghamton.
Does have a ring to
Sounds
it, doesn't it?
beautiful.
Now, say it again.
Admiral Binghamton. Admiral Binghamton.
Admiral Binghamton.
Admiral Binghamton? Jumping the gun a bit there, ain't you, old boy?
Harrigan, I don't have time to talk to you. I'm awfully busy. I'm expecting a congresswoman any minute.
Well, don't hold your breath, Wally boy. That's what I called you about. She's not coming to Volta Fiore.
I don't care about that because she's not what?
Got to fly back to Washington tomorrow, so I talked her into spending the rest of her stay up here.
Why, you sneaky, greedy, promotion-grabbing...
Now, Biggie, I know how bad you feel. But think of it this way. Volta Fiore isn't losing an admiral, it's gaining a general. Come on, sailor.
Elroy, this is the blackest moment of my life. I put on this whole wild party for nothing.
Oh, no, sir. It wasn't for nothing.
Wasn't?
Oh, no, sir. It cost you about 9,000 lira. There was 3,000 for the wine, 3,000 lira for the food.
I don't care what it costs. If only Congresswoman Austin could see McHale and his playboys in action.
Yes, sir. Well, I might as well take this movie camera back. There'll be nothing to photograph now.
I know it. Don't rub it in, you pea-brain, you... Wait a minute, I forgot about the camera. Elroy, you're a genius.
But, sir, I thought I was a pea-brain.
Well, you're the world's first pea-brain genius. What do you want from me? If she can't go to the party, we'll take the party to her on film in living color.
3,000 lira doesn't make it.
What? I trust you're getting every sordid detail.
Oh, yes, sir. I've already taken 2 reels, sir. Oh, this should really make quite a movie.
Oh, I agree with you, Elroy. The only thing that is keeping this from being an American classic is it needs a handsome, dashing leading man.
But where could we ever find someone like that way out here, sir?
I'm him. Of course, I'm going to dash in and I'm going to break up that bacchanal. And I want you to take pictures of me doing it.
Oh, yes, sir. You can depend on me, sir.
No matter what happens, keep 'em rolling.
Keep 'em rolling.
Cary Grant, here I come. Judy.
Let's drink a toast to the man who's responsible for this party.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Our old commanding officer, who although he may have a rough, tough, and gruff exterior, really has a heart of lead.
All right, you barnacle booze hounds, you're under arrest.
Arrest? Why are we under arrest?
Oh, some people come in the room, say hello. He always says you're under arrest.
Mr. Capitano, right here.
Now, you girls, leave me alone. Stop it, no kisser.
No kisser. Go on, kiss him. He loves it.
Now, here, now you stop that. You bad girls, you just stop that. I'm a married man. Well, I tell Pumpkin.
What do we tell Pumpkin?
Now the party's really picking up.
Here, Captain, have some wine.
Yeah.
Wine. It does look like wine, doesn't it? It smells like wine, too. That is wine.
How about trying your luck with the bones, Captain?
No, wait a minute, Groob. I don't think the captain's a gambling man.
Oh, it's okay, Skip. As long as he's the host, he can have the first roll free. What do you say, sir? I can cover it up to 500 lira.
I'll take those dice, Gruber. And I've got a system. I'll show you a system how to get rid of that money. How do you like that system?
That's a pretty good system. Let me try that.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Captain, you're a real swinger, all right?
You're the life of the party, Wally, baby. I want to tell you the party is over. Now get up your hands or I'm going to start shooting.
Come on, Wally, stop kidding.
You gotta be joking.
Wait, well, hold it, boys. I'm beginning to suspect that the joke is on us.
You couldn't be more right, McHale. All right, cut.
Cut.
Check, WB. Sir, I got it all. Every delicious moment of it.
Hey, what's with the camera?
What do you do, shoot another movie?
That's right, and you're all the stars.
You took our picture without asking us? Oh, I'm going to call my agent.
I think you'd be a lot better off if you called your lawyer. Because when Congresswoman Austin sees these films...
Congresswoman? Hey, Captain, what's this about a congresswoman?
Such a blabbermouth. You're always... All right, McHale. Congresswoman Austin is coming here to the front looking for vice and corruption. And when I show her these films, it's going to be goodbye to the carousers of PT-73.
Captain, that figures off.
Well, all right, let's go. If we hurry, we may have the films ready in time for the Academy Awards. You've heard of them, haven't you, Academy Awards? Now, don't forget, that Congresswoman leaves for Washington tomorrow, so we'll get right on that film, Sergeant.
I'll have it for you in the morning, sir.
Oh, Sergeant, make up another print for me to screen in my office. I want to see if the camera catches the real me.
Psst. Hey, Biff, come here. Hey, Gruber, baby. I told you I'd pay you that $50 I owe you right after payday. Now I gotta go.
No. Now, how would you like to even up that debt right now?
I haven't got time for a game right now, Gruber. I gotta work on that film for Binghamton.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. You forget about Binghamton's home movies, and I'm sure Gruber will be very glad to forget about that $50 you owe. What? Okay?
Oh, now, wait a minute, fellas. Binghamton wants that film first thing in the morning. I deliver him a film. Excuse me, sir.
But wait a minute, Sergeant. Wait, just a minute. Okay, you deliver him the film in the morning. But suppose we make a few deletions, you know, like cut out a few little things.
Like what?
Like us. Look, why don't we go into your office and talk this whole thing over, huh?
I just can't wait to see the world premiere of that award-winning picture, The Decline and Fall of the McHale Empire.
Captain.
Well, it isn't the Navy's answer to Laurel and Hardy. Come right in, boys. You're just in time for a showing of my new movie, sort of a sneak preview.
Oh, sneak's a good word.
It's very good. You're going to be awfully funny at the court-martial, Chucky. Go right in, boys. It's a free showing.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Don't have to thank me, McHale, because after Congresswoman... Get out of there. You're sick. What's the matter with you? Get over there. Congresswoman sees the other print of this film for you and your party boys. It's going to be Gone with the Wind.
Oh, that's a good one, Sir. Gone.
Yes, I sort of like that myself, Elroy.
Funny.
Roll 'em. Oh, I'm really going to enjoy this, McHale.
I'd enjoy it a lot more if I had some popcorn.
Shut up, you goof.
You look wonderful, Captain. And so brave and handsome.
Thank you, Elroy. This is one mess you're not going to lie your way out of, McHale, because one picture's worth 1,000 words.
Oh, you can say that again, sir. Just look at you, Captain.
Wait a minute, I don't remember that.
My, you are having yourself a time, aren't you, Captain?
Oh, I've seen winos in my day.
How did that get in there? That looks like I'm playing dice. Why aren't you and your men in that film?
Oh, we don't mind, sir. After all, you're the captain, and we're just lowly sailors.
Boy, look at him go, old Hot Lips Binghamton.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off!
Of course, I think it's a little too sexy for the enlisted man.
Carpenter, you dunce, you. Why did you keep photographing me? They're the ones I want to frame. Catch.
I don't know what happened, sir. I did take pictures of them.
Well, this is ridiculous. That picture makes me look like the biggest carouser since Whiskey Pete. I'd tear you limb from limb.
But, sir, it's not my fault. Somebody must have edited that film.
Oh, don't be. Who could have edited the... Who would edit the film? Oh, McHale. You and your scissor-happy thugs, you cut yourselves right out of that film, didn't you?
Oh, but Captain, we're not film editors.
Oh, I'm gonna get you for this.
Oh, but if I were you, sir, I wouldn't worry about us. I'd start thinking about yourself. Like, canceling that shipment of the other print to Congresswoman Austin.
Well, I hate to admit it, McHale, but you're right. That film could ruin me. Get on the phone. Call a signal corps. Cancel the shipment.
Yes, sir. Cancel it, sir?
Well, of course, cancel it. Do you know what would happen if that lady Blue Nose saw me running around up there like Irving Orgy or somebody? Do you have any idea what would happen?
No, sir. But I think we'll know pretty soon. I already sent her the film.
Well, that's good, because I don't... You what?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Sir, you told me to get it to her as quickly as possible, and you know me. I shipped it out the first thing this morning.
Well, you know me, and you'll get it right back here, you boob. Hello. Oh, Harrigan, why do you keep bothering me?
Whoa, my Wally. Oh, I've seen some earthy Italian films in my time, but that one you sent Congresswoman Austin, that'd be banned at a bachelor smoker.
You mean she's seen it already? But I can explain it, Colonel.
Oh, you'll have your chance. She canceled her flight home, and she's on her way to Volta Fiore to crack down on you and your wicked, wicked ways. Oh, I never knew you had it in you, you sly old dog, you.
Colonel, couldn't you, Colonel, hello, Colonel? Hello? Oh, Congresswoman has seen the film and she's on her way here.
Well, so long, Wally.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. If she's coming down here to get my scalp, I'm going to see to it that she gets both of your scalps, too.
Well, that leaves me out.
Well, hold it, Chuck. Now, look, Captain, don't panic. Maybe we can figure out some way.
McHale, you did this to me. You edited that film to make me look like the star of an adult movie for Italians only.
Oh, sir, you mean an Italian movie for adults only?
Yeah, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking. He knows what I mean, and you're gonna get it.
Wait a minute, Captain. That could be it.
That could be what?
Our way out.
What's your idea, McHale? What?
I'm sorry, madam, but I'm under strict orders not to let anyone through until the captain is finished working.
Working, eh? Let me through, sailor, or I'll report you to your draft board. Captain Binghamton!
Who are you?
I happen to be Congresswoman Adele Austin.
Cut! Get your hands directly out, cut!
Who let this woman in here? How dare you come out to my set in the middle of an important scene?
What in heaven's name is going on here?
What's going on? I tell you what's going on. This is a gondola race. So what do you think is going on? I'm trying to make it a cinema.
Maestro, calm yourself.
Don't talk to me. How many times I tell you don't talk to the director? How many times I tell you this is a closed set and no visitors, right?
Quiet on the set! Quiet on the set!
Who is this madman?
Oh, madman? Oh, no, ma'am. You see, this is Signor Federico Parchini.
Very famous Italian movie director.
But I'll do the talking. I'm sorry we can't use you, but don't call us, we call you.
Maestro, please, Maestro. See, this is Miss Austin. She's a United States Congresswoman.
I don't care. We can't use you now. No autographs.
Oh, I never.
Well, you ought to try once in a while. Now, I'll try.
Just a moment, my good man. Oh, Captain, and you, I insist on knowing what is an Italian director doing making a bawdy movie with American personnel on an American military base?
Oh, no, ma'am. No. This is a training film.
A training film? For which side?
Well, you see, Monsieur Federico has graciously offered his talents to warn the American servicemen of the great dangers that they can expect in a strange country.
I find that very commendable, but rather hard to believe. A training film with Captain Binghamton in it?
Yes, I sent you the rushes. Didn't you get them? I mean, I thought I did rather well.
Well, you see, ma'am, that's the genius of Senor Federico. Yes, ma'am.
That's right. I have the ability to make anybody a great star. Even you.
Me?
Of course, it'd be very difficult, but it is possible when my genius arrives to the occasion.
Please, Senor Perchini.
Now, there is a face like the earth itself. Look at the profile. Look at the nose. Well, at the nose. But look at the fire in the eyes and the quiver in the lips. You can make it. You look. I can see that. You can do that, maybe.
Oh, you dear man.
All right, Senor McHale's, sign her up for the training film.
No, I'm sorry. The lady can't stay, sir.
Yes, senor. She's got to get back to Washington.
Forget Washington. Can he make her a star?
I'm sorry, Madam Congresswoman, but Lieutenant Cotton is waiting to take you to the airstrip now. You see, he's on second thought, Senor Parchini, using Miss Austin in a film might be an excellent idea.
I'm so confused. I don't know what to say.
Harrigan's here. I'll try to get rid of him.
Oh, no.
I'm terribly sorry, Colonel, but my orders are not to let anyone in.
Carpenter, I'm warning you for the first and the last time.
Colonel Harrigan. We didn't expect you, sir.
I'm sure you didn't, McHale. Now, what's going on in there, and where is Congresswoman Austin?
Oh, well, she's very busy, sir, with Captain Binghamton. They're making a training film. So if you'll come back later, sir.
Please, mister. That's your excuse this time, is it? A phony training film?
Yes, sir.
No. Did you say phony, Colonel? With the great Italian maestro Federico Parchini directing it?
Federico Parchini. Oh, well, I wouldn't think of it.
Yes, All right, knock it off, you phony. The party's over.
Miss Austin, ma'am, I'm sorry for what's happened here. I must apologize.
Colonel Harrigan, how dare you come barging in like this? You owe Senor Parchini an apology. You Philistine.
Senor Parchini? Let me tell you
something.
How about,
wait a minute, Colonel. Senor Parchini, did you hear her deliver those lines? What fire! What talent!
Now look here, all of you! Quiet on the set!
Now, the way you call it, this Philistine, that's a magnificent. Let me hear that again. Let me go.
You Philistine.
Beautiful!
Even I couldn't have done.
I tell you to be quiet. How many times I tell you to be quiet? I'm the decide. I'm the director. Now, take this Philistine off of the set. Close set.
You heard him, Colonel. You're aggravating, Senor. You'll either have to go or be quiet.
You heard the Congresswoman?
No, I think in this scene I play as a woman who is a mature, experienced, dangerous.
I'd sure hate to be the one to tell her she's not really a femme fatale. Wouldn't you, Colonel?
I don't care. You simply can't do... Oh, you did it to me again.
It's a beautiful, such a passion, such a fire.
Yeah, I must say, we've had some close calls, but that was...
Yankee dogs! Die!
Hold it!
Yeah, now, wait a minute, Fuge. Can't we talk this over? I mean, after all, we're friends, aren't we?
Yeah, well, what's this all about?
I just want you to take some home movies of me so I can show to my girlfriend after the war.
Home movies? Here, hold that. I'll show you.
And Chuck, look, when we get to Binghamton's office, please, let me do the talking, all right?
Oh, sure. I just hope you can talk him into giving us that leave he's been promising us.
Well, with the 73 laid up for repairs, at least it gives us an angle. But it's not going to be easy.
Well, I've been saving too long for you now to... oh, wait a minute. I dropped the 20, Skip. Thank you.
Yes. I didn't want him to blow away from you.
Oh, yeah. Just,
Have you heard about the poor, weak children of Salerno?
Salerno?
Yes.
No.
No wonder they are so embarrassed. They won't even mention it. They won't even talk about it. And they can't put a big olive into a little bottle. They are so weak. I tell you, it's a shame. Permit me to introduce myself to you. My card.
Well, Dr. Guido Ponzini, M.D. and college graduate.
I am very happy to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
I am director of the free children's clinic in Salerno. And those poor children, you don't believe how bad it is. Their hands crimped into a cramp. They can't do anything at all with them. It's a shame, really, when you think about it. You know, I tell you. Thank you very much for this donation.
Donation?
Yes. And I want to tell you that your name will be written down in the book of generosity. And an olive tree will be planted in your honor.
But an olive tree?
Yeah,
for the, with the... Oh, well, I didn't realize. Oh, this will be good. Parker. P-A-R-K-E-R.
Yeah. Okay, would you like to have this tree watered?
Watered. Oh, yeah, sure, I guess.
3 times a week?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, it's $10.
Oh. That's a lot of water.
Yes, it is, but these trees drink. There you go. Fine.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I got to get going. Skip is waiting for me, so...
May the bird of paradise smile all over him.
It's arrived. The gym equipment you wanted from Special Services, sir, it's here. Bring it in, fellas. Easy now. Put it right down there. That's it. Come on now. Hurry. That's it. All right.
Oh, wonderful. This is my gym equipment. I'll really get the general to change his tune now. Pry.
Captain, if you just sign these leaf papers.
Oh, my, what a big crate this is. We're going to be able to set up the most fabulous gym for the general you ever saw. We'll have punching bags, and we'll have weights, and we'll have barbells, and we'll have golf clubs, and we'll have golf clubs and Is that all you ordered, you boob? Golf clubs for a gymnasium? There's nothing in here but golf clubs.
Sir, there must be some mistake. I ordered what you told me.
Well, now, the Navy will do that once in a while, sir. Now, if you'll notify them in triplicate about the boo-boo you made in duplicate, well, then, see, you
get out of my office, you goof. And you too, McHale. What are you doing in here anyway?
Sir, I just...
I don't care about that. Get out of here. I'm going to start teeing off.
But, Captain...
Out.
Here. Aye, sir.
I'll get it, sir.
Never mind, I'll get it.
But I'd like to,
I don't care about that. If you had any brains, I'd brain you. Hello, Captain Binghamton, your military governor.
It's all right, lovable. It's one of us.
Oh, it's you, Harrigan. What's the matter? You sound friendly.
Oh, I am. I just called to tell you that a whole box of athletic equipment addressed to you just arrived at my office by mistake.
Oh, it did? That's wonderful. Wonderful. Would you send it right over, please?
I also heard about your idea to set up a little gym and health club for the general. Brilliant maneuver. The old man's a real bug on physical culture.
You will send it right over, won't you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I've decided that such a brilliant idea, I'm going to keep the gym equipment and do it my own self.
Now, look here, you grabber.
You tell him, sir.
I'm telling you. You can't get away with this.
When I get the gym set up, you can come over and join me and the general in a few push-ups.
Harrigan, I'm telling you. Harrigan, you did it to me again, you...
Sir, are you going to let him get away with this?
Well, what am I going to do? He's got all of my gym equipment. All I've got is a lot of stupid golf clubs. I certainly will never get palsy-walsy with the general like this.
Sir, instead of building a gym, How about building a golf course? All athletic men play golf, and if you have a golf course,
that's
you...
a marvelous idea.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Well, I'm going to use the hole in your head for the first hole. You know how much it costs to build a golf course? Well, let me tell you, it costs a fortune to build a golf course. And who am I going to get to build it, even if I had a fortune? Some souped-up gopher?
Well, sir, I just thought you've got all these...
Oh, you thought. What'd you use to think with? I'm telling you, Vola, stupid. What do you want? We don't want any. Go away.
Good out.
You speak English. But thank heaven, that means this town is free from the Germans at last.
Of course it is. Thanks to Captain Binghamton here. He's our military governor.
Captain Binghamton.
No, Binghamton.
Binghamton.
No. Binghamton. Accent on the ham. Oh, no offense, sir.
Would you stop with this and just get rid of him, Carpenter?
Captain Carpenter.
No. He is Carpenter. My name is Binghamton. Why am I getting mixed up in it? What's the difference who we are? Who the devil are you?
Who am I? I am internationally known. My card, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Count Guido Panzini, architect?
Correct. Count Guido Panzini, architect. I am architect to the wealthy. I have built golf courses all over the world.
You build golf courses?
I don't want to talk of it. I have come to your beautiful city for a rest, and I am delighted that it is military governed by such a fine man as Captain Binghamton.
Binghamton.
Never mind about that. About the golf courses that you build, Count Manzini.
Count Panzini. You're trying to get even.
No. I'm just curious about the golf courses.
Never again will I build another golf course. Because they want you to rush. Did you believe it? The last golf course I built, less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks? You built an 18-hole golf course?
Who said that?
You did.
I did not. Didn't say that. I said 9-hole golf course is what I built in 2 weeks, not 18. That's ridiculous. Besides, a 9-hole course, the fellow can afford it.
How much? I mean, how nice that you could drop by and say hello, Count. Well, now, how long do you intend to visit our delightful little city?
Oh, about 2 weeks. The time would take me to, build a golf course. If I was going to build one, which I am not.
Excuse us a minute, Duke.
Count.
Count. Excuse us. Carpenter, I'm going to break out a bottle of our best champagne for our guests.
Oh, we're going to have champagne,
no,
sir?
No, we are. You're not. While we're drinking it, you go over and find out how much money we've got in the Navy Recreation Fund. The general is as good as teeing off.
A PT boat I can steer, not a skip loader.
Oh, we've had some bum raps, but this is the worst yet.
Skip, we object.
Leg bottom cannot make us do it.
What kind of work is this for fighting and building a golf course?
All right. I'm just as sore as you guys. Oh, here comes the captain now. Here, you guys let me do the talking, will you? Hi, Captain. Captain, I'd like to talk to you about this work detail, sir.
Negative, McHale. Yours is not the reason why.
I know ours is just a do or die and all that sort of jazz. But, sir, this is an unfair assignment. What do we know about building a golf course
You
yet?
don't have to know anything about building a golf course. I've hired an expert on golf courses. Here he is right here. This is the man that is going to work the miracle for us. This is the internationally famous architect, Count Guido Panzini.
Architect? Boy, he must really need the money for that children's clinic. This is his second job.
Captain Binghamton, Lieutenant Cartenpain, I'm the man of the United States Naval. Today we are going to build a golf course. Now, the first hole will be a very beautiful, breathtaking hole, a broken dogleg straight to the sea. Now, the second hole will be similar to the hole I built in Tanganyika, which was a 3-part hole you had to shoot over a pygmy village. And if you were short and you didn't make the green, and those little thunder guns didn't miss it.
Oh, brother, now I've heard everything.
The third hole, Count, the third hole.
I will have that hole ready for you tomorrow. In the meantime, do what I have said so far, huh? This is for you. Arrivederci, goodbye.
All right, you heard the count, you men. Now, I want to see backs and elbows.
No, wait a minute, Captain. Where did you find this character, this Panzini?
Save your breath, McHale, because the man is already hired. So are you and your laborers. Now, I want you to get busy, or
what, sir?
Well, I don't know. Let's just try it that way once. Come on, Elroy. Devante.
Boy, that Dr. Ponzini's a nice guy.
Oh, come on, Chuck. You got Dr. Panzini?
Yeah, modest, too. Never told me he was a count. Boy, he sure must need that $40 I gave him for the hospital to take 2 jobs like this.
$40? A hospital, 2... Wait a minute. I may be a bit daffy, but I think we better start investigating this Dr. Panzini. Listen, Chuck.
Oh, Count, it's me. It's Capitano Bungman to, Binghamton.
Yes?
Well, I brought you money.
Cap, I don't mean to be impolite, but if I am not polite, the money. You're lucky. Listen, I just remembered it's time for a coffee break. Yes, now, you're saying something about my money.
Money, yes, it's the money you need to build the golf course. I got it from the Navy Rec Fund. There's over 1,000 here.
1,000 lira? What can one build nowadays for 1,000 lira?
Oh, lira? Oh, well, I thought you meant dollars.
These are dollars?
Yes, dollars. I'm so silly. I mean, you meant lira, of course.
No, you're not silly. I am silly. This is what I meant, dollars. Now, I don't have too much time to discuss this any further, but if this is all you have, it is all you have.
That's every penny.
Yes, well, then I'll do the best that I can. You know, I'll make the holes shorter. I'll paint some of the greens, buy some cheap dirt. But the general, he will love it. Now the coffee break is over. I have to get back to work.
Well, I'll see that you're not disturbed, Count. 4.
4. Very good. Now, though, that I have the money, I must get back to work. Arrivederci, Captain Binghamton. Binghamton. Binghamton, right. Very good. Very good.
Harrigan and his Jim. Wait till the General sees what I got for him here.
Captain Binghamton! Captain!
Captain, we got something to show you.
Parker, what are you...
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I think you'd have missed anyway. You should keep your head way down your back.
Take your head off of my head. I'll keep my head room for this stuff. What are you men doing bursting in here like this anyway? Why aren't you working on my golf course?
We are, sir, we are, but we thought you'd like to see this.
I don't want to see anything. All I want to see are your backs. When you're... What is this thing? Dr. Guido Panzini, M.D. and college graduate? What is it? What?
That, sir, is a business card that your architect friend gave to Mr. Parker yesterday. He's a con man, sir. He passed himself off as a doctor and collected $40 from Chuck here for a phony children's clinic.
That's right, man. I'm going to call the park commissioner before he gives away all those olive trees.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Put that down. Put it down. Get out of here. Put that down. Get out of here.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Captain.
Never mind that. Talk about con men. You phonies will do anything to get out of a day's work.
Captain, he's gone. The Count is gone.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was bringing him some fresh towels, sir, and he wasn't there, and everything's gone. His suitcase, his blueprints, everything gone.
He can't be gone.
Oh, he is.
Can't be gone. Count, it's me, it's Capitano Binghamton. Count, I see you under there. McHale, what are you doing? I don't have enough troubles without you. Count.
Captain Binghamton or whatever it is. Now do you believe us, sir?
Any ashtrays missing?
Ashtrays? Oh, I hope not. Good heavens. No, thank goodness. This is the only ashtray in the room. It's still here. I'm certainly glad you thought of that because... What do I care about ashtrays? I don't care about ashtrays. The man walked off with the whole base recreation fund. He stole over $1,000.
$1,000?
Our recreation fund.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Stop with the echoes in here. We've got to get the MPs. If this gets out, I could be ruined. The MPs.
The MPs, yes.
MPs. Wait a minute. Maybe they got him already. Could be the news. Hello, Captain Bungleman.
Binghamton.
Captain Binghamton here.
Hi, it's me again.
Uh-oh, Harrigan.
Tell me, old boy, what's new?
New? Nothing new. No, I mean, all the ashtrays are here and everything.
Something must be new. I just got word that you withdrew $1,000 from your rec fund.
Oh, boy.
And I also heard that you've been secretly building a little golf course.
A golf course? Me building a golf? Well, that's ridiculous.
I think the best thing is for me to come over there first thing in the morning and find out for my own self.
I can explain everything. Kurt, don't come... No, I can't explain anything. What am I... And that big nose goes snooping around here, then he'll talk to the general, and I'll be ruined. What am I going to do?
I got it. Look, why don't we all go home, get a good night's sleep, and meet here tomorrow?
Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I don't want to be left alone. McHale, listen. You're always able to get those goofballs of yours out of trouble. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean that. I mean that fun-loving, impulsive crew of yours. Whenever they get in trouble, you get them out of spots. Now, you could do that for me. If you do that for me, I'd do anything for you. Anything.
You mean that, Captain?
Yes, anything. I mean, my whole career is at stake. Just name it.
Tell you what, you just sign these leave papers here, and I'll see if I can get you out of the jail.
I'll sign anything. But how are you going to do this? I mean, the man is going to come here, he's going to expect to see a golf course, and he's going to have the missing recreation fund. How do I get myself into these things?
Well, I think it's because you're so stupid.
Not easy. Well, that's all right. That's all right. I don't care about that. I mean, what are a few insults when my whole life is at stake? Now, just tell me what to do, for goodness sakes. The man wants to see a golf course. There's a missing recreation fund.
Four. Now, don't pop your buttons, will you, Captain? Now, if you just gather around me, sir, I'll tell you what to do.
You'll tell me what to do?
Yes.
There's a solution?
Yes.
Wait for me.
Well, Captain, what do you think?
Well, I can't get over it. You did this whole thing overnight?
Yes, sir. Just promised my boys some leave, and they'll move mountains.
But 18 holes.
Oh, that's just a sign, sir. Around the bend, nothing but swamp.
Let's give this an Army chief approach.
All right, men. Men, golfers, battle stations here. All right, now, men. The first twosome up there. Hurry up, boys. An awful lot of boys waiting to play. Let's go. Let's hurry it up. Come on, boys. Let's go.
U.S. Navy, 18-hole golf course. Ha! By golly, you do have one, Wally.
Yes, only out here, they call me Scotty Binghamton. Now, the first hole is a little tricky, Colonel, but once you get around those trees, beautiful. Just beautiful. Sort of makes your gym seem like day-old bread, huh?
I just can't believe it.
Hold it, man. Hold it now. At 10 hut. Hi, Colonel. Hi, Captain. Scotty. How you hitting them?
Oh, you know, Clint, I'm still slicing them. Got to keep the old head down.
Keep that head down.
Hi, Colonel. How are you? Say, you're a little out of uniform, aren't you? Hi, Scotty. How you hitting him?
You already asked me that, you boob.
Oh, he's sore because I beat him yesterday, too. Say, you're going to have to straighten him out if you want to get the general over here, boy.
Oh, I'll straighten you out.
Oh, beautiful, Captain. Beautiful. Oh, what a follow-through in that wrist action. Beautiful. Now, you keep that up.
Boy, that's great. Let me try that. Let me just... Hey, you got some new clubs, huh? Boy, a lady whipper. Wow. Stand back, boys. Let me try that. Well, sorry about that, Colonel. I'll buy a new windshield.
All right, number 28 up on the tee. Sorry, gentlemen, I'll have to clear the tee now.
Scotty, old boy, come here. I want to talk to you.
Well, just forget it, Harrigan. I know what's on your mind, and just forget it. This is my golf course.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's right, sir. Yes, you can't cut us out this time. You see that sign, sir? It says U.S. Navy Golf Course.
Well, I was going to be pleasant about this, but I ain't got time to be a nice guy. So you gentlemen just get your sailor boys together and clear off of my land.
Your land?
Yes, you made one little mistake, Bingy, old boy. You built it on Army territory.
Well, of all the... And now I suppose you're going to confiscate it, or grab it. Just take all the credit, right? Right.
Well, you can't do it.
Right. Not until you pay us back the money that we sank into this beautiful 18-hole golf course. Yes, sir. And to be exact, it was $1,000, sir, out of our recreation fund.
Oh, all right. Here's my authorization. My personal IOU for $1,000. There I go. Now, everything's even, Stephen? Get off of my course!
Yes, sir. All right, men. You'll have to clear out now. This is an Army golf course now. You'll have to get out of here.
I won't forget this.
Oh, well, come along, Captain. He's got us over a barrel. Bye-bye. Okay, all right, men. Let's go.
Captain, I got him, sir.
Oh, boy, it's Ponzini.
That carpenter will ruin everything.
Ponzini, Who's Panzini? What's he doing here?
You're Panzini, Dr. Panzini, you mean? Yes, sir. Well, he's the captain's personal physician.
Personal physician?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see, the captain has a bad back.
Yeah, it's a bad, too much golf, I think. And my eyes are killing me, and the headaches.
If you gentlemen will excuse me,
Did you ever have these things? They start...
Sir, I caught him. He didn't get away, sir. I caught him. I've got him, sir. I got him.
Doctor, so good to see you.
Why are you calling him doctor? He's not a...
Shh, I'll explain later.
But he's not a doctor.
Shut up, you ninnies.
A ninny?
Look, you better be a doctor, you understand? Or I'll wring your neck. Capito?
Capit? I finished second in my class. Stick out your tongue.
He is for the captain. Oh, so nice of you to come, Doctor.
Sir, what is this?
Oh, am I glad we caught up with you, Doctor.
At your service, Captain Binghamton. Oh, my goodness, you look very bad. I hope I'm here on time. Open your mouth. My flashlight I left in my other patient.
Yeah, well, now, just a minute, Doctor. Look,
I don't get it. He's your fellow partner, Harry.
It's let me see. Oh, it's worse than that. Pink eye. Yes, pink eye. With purple complications and bluish. My goodness, the view is breathtaking in there.
McHale, what kind of a doctor is this?
Well, sir, how do you expect a doctor to give him any kind of an examination out here in the middle of a golf course yet? Well, the captain should be brought in.
Hey, Skip, the general's car's coming down the road.
The general?
The general couldn't have timed it better. Oh, what a surprise.
A shock. It's more like it. I don't want to say we get out of here, boys.
Captain, you better get in.
Yes. Yeah, you better all get in. Come on.
Here we go.
In you go. I don't want any of you cooks here when the general gets to see my golf course.
You did it to me again, Harrigan.
Try, beat it. Blow.
It's the dirtiest trick you'll ever pull, sir.
Cheaters never prosper.
You bite your tongue.
Well, General Bronson, sir. What a pleasant surprise.
Colonel, wasn't that Binghamton in that Jeep that just drove off? And what's with those weird get-ups?
Yes, sir. That was Binghamton, all right. He had to take off in a bit of a hurry. Took a dizzy spell.
Well, get him back. I just drove 60 miles through German patrols to have a look at the golf course I heard he built out here. By George, he has.
I'm afraid you got the scuttlebutt all wrong, sir. I built it. This is my golf course. Of course, I mean our golf course, sir. It belongs to the Army. See there, look. U.S. Army, 18-hole golf course.
Well, so it is. That's good work, Harrigan.
Thank you, sir.
That'll make this afternoon even more enjoyable. Sergeant, my clubs.
Well, now, sir, this first hole, it's a little tricky and a bit narrow, so you got to thread that needle right down through there. And after you get through them trees, be beautiful.
It's working, gentlemen. Look at Harrigan taking all the bows.
I'd like to see the look on his face when he goes around that first hole and finds out it's just a swamp. Squish.
We really put one over on them, eh, Goombay?
Oh, we certainly did, Goomba. I'll Goomba you crook. You slip the work, my buddy.
You can't hit a doctor.
I don't care.
Now, listen, I can get you nylon.
Four. Captain, please. Captain.
Boy, this is fun to watch. For a change, it isn't me.
Hey, boys, we better shove off before old Leadbottom changes his mind about our leave. Come on. Hey, where's Fooch? Gotta say goodbye. Fooch! Hey, Fooch! Fooch, you're right.
Right here, Skipper son. I just bought you a nice going-away present from Italian man on bicycle. Only $1. Very good deal.
Holy jumping head. Captain Binghamton's ship's clock.
Who was this guy? For another bag, he also putting my name on olive tree.
Olive trees? Panzini! All right, Fooch. Well, good luck to you, boy, and keep the home fires burning.
Step. Just a man who will undoubtedly cause an unparalleled display of administrative ineptitude. A man whose mere presence can cause regulations to spontaneously combust. A man who is the antithesis of everything Jawbreaker holds dear. He paused, a mischievous grin stretching across his purple face. transforming him into a malevolent caricature. Not Julian, not Lieutenant Quickstep. No, 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 no. He rubbed his hands together with a truly diabolical glee, the sound dry and conspiratorial, like rustling leaves in a graveyard or a serpent slithering through dry grass. Commander Finian McGinty, that rogue, that insubordinate rascal, that irreverent scoundrel, with McGinty and his scallywags, his motley collection of reprobates and ne'er-do-wells, his rabble of rum-swilling, rule-breaking misfits in charge of Coral Cove Atoll, for a mere afternoon, a paltry few hours. They will run wild. They will dismantle this base board by board. They will desecrate every sacred naval regulation. They will absolutely and definitively destroy themselves right in front of the admiral. It's absolutely brilliant, Quickstep, utterly, staggeringly, undeniably brilliant, a masterpiece of strategic delegation and inspired revenge. They will hang themselves with their own laxity. Bumble peered at his reflection in the dusty, salt-encrusted mirror hanging crookedly on the wall, an unflattering representation of his florid face and bulging eyes. He adjusted his already askew cap, attempting to project an air of tragic dignity, to enhance his carefully cultivated image of the dying hero. He exaggerated a cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat, a truly authentic, rattling sound, and feigned a tremble in his hand, holding it out for inspection. Uh-huh. I do look sort of sick to you, don't I? All right. A pallor, Quickstep. A decided pallor. The pallor of impending doom. I am a vision of profound debilitation. The very. Picture a man at death's door. He tilted his head, adopting what he believed was a look of profound, feverish debilitation. A look that bordered on the grotesque. Quickstep, caught completely off guard by the sheer audacity of the scheme, by the breathtaking villainy of the plan, found himself nodding vigorously, his eyes wide, his carefully constructed military composure threatening to shatter. He felt a bead of sweat trickle down his temple, tasting of salt and fear, a cold, clammy drop. Yes, sir. Terribly sick, sir. Utterly, spectacularly unwell. Commodore. In fact, sir, with that particular shade of purple on your countenance. You almost look feverish. Quite alarmingly so, sir. Your coloring is quite striking. Sir, don't you think you'd better call the medics, sir? Right away, sir, with utmost haste. Sir, before your constitution completely gives way, before your very being dissolves into a puddle of sickness on your office floor. He even added an extra earnest emphasis to the terribly sick part, trying desperately to match the Commodore's dramatic flair, to become an accomplice in this grand charade of illness. Excellent, Quickstep. My boy, on the double, don't stand there gawking at my imminent demise. Man, time is of the essence. Bumble's voice cracked theatrically, dissolving into another paroxysm of feigned coughs, each one a masterclass in pulmonary distress. Chippy, Chippy, he yelled, attempting to appear faint, his voice now a mere whisper, weak and gasping. It's Commodore Bumble. Hurry, he's not well. He's succumbing to the tropical scourge. Quick, on the double. Chuckles. I think I'm going to pay a terrible price for my dedication to duty. A heavy, tragic toll. His voice trailed off dramatically, his eyes rolling back in his head with an entirely unconvincing, theatrical lurch as he aimed for a graceful collapse onto his desk, hoping to fall with the dignity of a dying swan. Chippy, always eager to please, always a step behind in grasping the Commodore's convoluted intentions, misheard the final, dramatic word. Oh, sir, you're going to pay, he echoed, a confused frown creasing his young brow, his glasses slipping further down his nose. He fumbled frantically through his pockets, his uniform rustling, as if the Commodore was asking for a personal loan or some kind of last-minute bribe from his meager earnings. My meager earnings, sir? Are they required for your recovery? I only have a few pesos, sir, mostly in small change. He was too busy searching for coins to notice the trajectory of the collapsing Commodore. Oh, sir, you didn't say to catch you. Just as Bumble performed his elaborate stage swoon, launching himself dramatically onto the desk, Chippy, still bewildered and fumbling, completely failed to support him, resulting in a surprisingly solid, rather undignified thud as Bumble's ample frame hit the floor, narrowly missing an overflowing ashtray and sending a miniature dust cloud into the already. Opresive. You're a stupid numbskull, chuckles. Bumble bellowed, momentarily forgetting his feigned illness and springing up from the floor like a jack-in-the-box, rubbing his rather tender backside with considerable vigor. His crimson complexion deepened from purple to a shade of livid maroon, his eyes burning with genuine fury. Thanks. Chippy, thanks a million for your profound support in my moment of utter collapse. You're stellar. Rescue will not be forgotten. Indeed, it will be enshrined as a prime example of gross incompetence and abysmal failure. Chippy, utterly mortified by a spectacular failure and the Commodore's subsequent wrath, saluted stiffly, his face as red as a freshly boiled prawn, his ears burning with shame. Thank you, sir. Good old sir, he mumbled, already imagining the long hours of remedial officer-catching drills and detailed salute improvement exercises that would undoubtedly follow, perhaps even enforced practice with mannequins. Oh, sir. Sir, it's Commander McGinty. He's coming this way, sir. Lieutenant Quickstep announced, his voice urgent, having spotted the familiar, shambolic form of Commander Finian, Finn McGinty strolling leisurely towards Bumble's office, whistling a jaunty, entirely inappropriate sea shanty, oblivious to the high drama unfolding within. Bumble, hearing this, immediately reassumed his role. His recovery from the floor, a miraculous transformation from fury to frailty, a beatific, if somewhat manic and highly suspect, smile spread across his face. He even managed to produce a faint, pathetic moan, a sound he had perfected after years of feigning various ailments to avoid tedious administrative tasks. He staggered over to his cot, an ancient canvas affair that perpetually smelled of mildew, threw himself onto it with a grunt that decidedly belied his alleged sickness, and pulled a grubby, stained blanket over himself, burying his head with theatrical flourish. I don't remember anything, all right? My memory is a sieve, Quickstep, a veritable sieve, full of holes. It's a trick, boys, a cruel trick of fate. My mind has gone to some happy place where there are no admirals. No, garter belts. I'm a very sick man, don't forget. An invalid, you hear me? A helpless, decrepit invalid at the mercy of my subordinates. Just then, the door creaked open, admitting Commander Finn McGinty. Fine. A man whose easy grin and perpetually crumpled uniform suggested a lifelong indifference to regulations, much to Bumble's eternal chagrin. Paused in the doorway, his keen eyes taking in the chaotic scene. The overturned chair, the dust-covered Commodore dramatically moaning on the cot, the flustered aides. His PT boat, the Coral Cat, was a ramshackle miracle of ingenuity, held together by sheer willpower and questionable engineering, much like its commander himself. His crew, Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, the nervous, neurotic second-in-command. Specs Miller, the bespectacled intellectual who saw the universe through a prism of obscure facts. Gizmo Jenkins, the mechanical savant who could fix anything with a paperclip and a prayer. Doodle Higgins, the perpetually hungry and good-natured simpleton whose heart was as big as his appetite. And Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, the grizzled, tough-as-nails veteran who preferred the company of a good rifle to petty officer squabbles, were an equally motley but fiercely loyal bunch. They were currently somewhere between inventing a new method for deep-sea poker and attempting to distill jungle juice from fermented fruit in defiance of several naval directives. "Oh, hi, Commodore," Finn said, his voice laced with mild, almost comical surprise, his hands casually tucked into his pockets, utterly unfooled by the dramatic display. He leaned against the doorframe, a picture of relaxed skepticism, one eyebrow slightly raised. "What's wrong, sir? Are you having one of your usual, dramatic episodes? Commodore, your coloring is particularly vivid today, sir." He eyed the fallen chair and the twitching blanket with a discernible smirk. Bumble, from beneath the blanket, groaned pitifully, his voice muffled, a low, drawn-out sound of suffering. "Oh, McGinty, I don't know, McGinty. It's taking a lot of tests. I tell you, a battery of diagnostic procedures that would fell a lesser man, my very life forces, being analyzed. I haven't got any answers yet. Confound it all. The very doctors are baffled. Their instruments fail them. All I know right now is that I'm in bad shape, very bad shape. My constitution is, in a word, compromised, utterly and irrevocably, a medical mystery of the highest order." He even managed to squeeze out a rather convincing whimper, punctuated by a dramatic shudder that made the cot creak ominously. "Oh, hi. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lieutenant Quickstep, my faithful aide, could you possibly raise my head a little bit? Will you? Please? My neck feels quite unsupported. I fear I may lose circulation to my brain. What little I have left, that is." Quickstep, ever eager to demonstrate his competence, ever striving for flawless execution, rushed forward, navigating the treacherous terrain of paperwork and discarded cigar butts. "Yes, sir. Immediately, sir. A task of utmost importance for your comfort, Commodore. Here, I'll do it for you myself." He gently slipped a hand under Bumble's head, lifting it carefully, his movements precise and solicitous, as if handling a rare and delicate artifact that might shatter at any moment. Bumble, momentarily enjoying the solicitous attention, the brief comfort being cradled like a fragile hothouse flower, murmured, "Oh, good. The gentle touch of competence is a rare thing in this chaotic world, Quickstep." Then, remember his role as the rapidly declining invalid, his performance far from over, he suddenly, dramatically, bellowed, his voice no longer a whisper, but roar that startled Chippy chuckles into a fresh jump. "Wait a minute, you bungling fool. My head, it's too high. Put it down. Put it down. You oaf. Push it down. Push it down. Push it down on the hard, unyielding ground. My head, on the hard, unyielding ground. For that is my fate. I deserve nothing less. My skull shall rest upon the very soil of my suffering. I got it. Can I break right back?" He paused, a momentary slip, his voice almost cheerful and lucid, then quickly corrected himself with another theatrical gasp and shudder. "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I say, my head feels light. The room is spinning. I feel faint. A sudden onset of dizzying despair." Finn McGinty, stifling a laugh, a broad grin splitting his face, leaned casually against the doorframe, completely unmoved by the theatrical spectacle unfolding before him. "He was just trying to make you comfortable, sir. A thoughtful gesture of consideration for your tender scalp, Commodore. After all, you know how genuinely concerned we all are about your delicate health." "Oh, yes, sir. Take it easy, Commodore. Remember how very, very sick you are, sir." His tone was perfectly respectful, even empathetic, yet carried just the slightest, almost imperceptible undertone of amused mockery, a subtle inflection that only Bumble himself, in his current state of paranoia, would fully appreciate. Bumble, hearing the subtle jab, the hint of playful sarcasm hidden beneath the facade of concern, glowered fiercely, his theatrical languor momentarily forgotten. His eyes, usually just bloodshot, now burned with genuine fury, narrowing to slits. "Chippy, give the admiral's assistant something for his insolent insubordinate and thoroughly impudent tone, a week's extra latrine duty, or a month's worth of peeling the gristliest. Most recalcitrant potatoes we can find in the entire mess hall. I want him punished for his sarcasm. Man. Chippy, utterly confused by the rapidly shifting instructions and the ever-changing target of the Commodore's wrath, merely saluted. Gee, I'm sorry, sir. I thought the situation was in neutral. Sir, a moment of peaceful respite. No offense intended, sir, to the esteemed admiral's assistant. Whoever he might be, sir. That's all you menace. Bumble roared, once again forgetting his supposed frailty as he half sat up on the cot, shaking his fist violently. That's it, McGinty. You're right, McGinty. I am a very sick man. A gravely ill man whose time is running out faster than a rogue torpedo. The medics, those baffled purveyors of tinctures and poultices. They don't know how long I'm going to be in here, if indeed I survive this harrowing ordeal. So, while I'm away, while I teeter on the precipice of eternal slumber, I'm going to have to appoint an acting base commander. He looked pointedly at Finn, his eyes boring into him with a malicious gleam. Expecting the penny to drop with the clang of a death knell, he savored the moment, the exquisite pleasure of delivering the fatal blow to his nemesis. Finn adopted an air of genuine understanding, his face a picture of sincere concern, though his eyes betrayed a twinkle of suppressed mirth, a barely concealed flicker of amusement. Well, I understand, sir. A wise and prudent decision, Commodore, for a commander must ensure the seamless transition of authority, especially in times of such delicate health. And you can rest assured, sir, that my boys and I will give Lieutenant Quickstep all the help we can. He's a good lad. Quickstep. Good head on his shoulders, though he does fret a bit over requisition codes and the existential dread of unscheduled paperwork. Bless his meticulous, bureaucratic heart. He winked at Quickstep, who immediately flushed crimson, unsure whether to be flattered or further mortified by Finn's appraisal. Bumble's purple hue returned, deepening with each word Finn uttered, until his face resembled a ripening eggplant, or perhaps a particularly bruised plum. He sputtered, momentarily speechless, before finding his voice again. Now a high-pitched shriek of outrage that seemed to threaten the integrity of the tin walls. Quickstep? Quickstep, you say? That man can barely keep track of his own shoelaces, let alone the intricate logistics of an entire naval base. He would classify a stapler as a weapon of mass destruction. No. He's a boob. Yes, Quickstep is a boob. A complete, utter, unadulterated boob. He'd probably salute a coconut and then file a formal report on its insubordination. I'm appointing you the acting base commander, McGinty. Sir, you shall bear the mantle of command in my absence. Consider a promotion or a curse, depending on your perspective, you rascal. He punctuated his pronouncement with a triumphant, albeit shaky, fist pump, enjoying the visible consternation on Finn's face. Finn McGinty's casual grin, a fixture of his face, a symbol of his generally laid-back attitude, finally faltered, replaced by a look of genuine, unfeigned horror. His jaw dropped, and he felt a cold knot form in his stomach, a sudden, heavy dread. Me? Oh, come on, Commodore. You must be kidding. With all due respect, sir. With every fiber of my being and every last ounce of my limited common sense. The last thing this atoll, this glorious bastion of Allied power, needs is me in command of anything more complex than a particularly unruly fishing line. My talents lie in the chaotic art of PT boat skirmishes. Sir, not the tedious ballet of administrative oversight. I am a man of action, sir, not paper pushing. It goes against my very nature. I'd set the base on fire by accident trying to file a requisition. Bumble, now fully committed to his theatrical performance, rose from the cot with a surprising burst of frantic energy that would have put a man half his age to shame, and glared directly into Finn's eyes, wobbling slightly for added effect, as if overcome by a sudden gust of invisible, feverish wind. McGinty, take a good look at me. Observe my fevered brow, my trembling hand, My very life force is draining. Away with every breath. Does this look like the face of a man who's kidding? I tell you, I am on the verge of dissolution, of ultimate collapse, of utter demise. Fine. Maintaining a straight face despite the almost irresistible urge to burst out laughing at Bumbles. Dramatic antics matched Bumbles' intense gaze, his own eyes serious, though a faint twitch at the corner of his mouth betrayed his true feelings. No, sir, it certainly does not, sir. It looks, if I may be so bold, sir, like the face of a man who has consumed entirely too much spicy chowder. But, Commodore, with all due respect, I must ask you perform the same courtesy. Take a good look at me, sir. He gestured dramatically to his perpetually unbuttoned collar, revealing a surprising amount of tan chest hair, to the wild tangle of his dark, wind-swept hair, the slight smirk playing at the corner of his lips, and the faint, lingering scent of brine and illicit pineapple rum that always seemed to cling to him like a second. Skin, do I look like a base commander? Sir, does my very essence radiate administrative acumen? Do I exude an aura of rigid, uncompromising discipline? I think not, sir. I'm a sailor, a fighting man, a warrior of the waves. Sir, not a desk jockey. I cause more chaos than the Nips if left in charge of paperwork. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, who had followed Finn into the office, his anxiety levels already spiking from the general air of chaos and Bumble's dramatic pronouncements couldn't help but blurt, "He's got you there, Wally." He immediately clapped a hand over his mouth, turning bright scarlet, realizing his grievous error in addressing the Commodore so informally. He shrank slightly, anticipating instant demotion, perhaps even a public flogging with a wet noodle or forced duty sorting rusted nails. "No, sir. No. Easy does it, sir." Finn quickly interjected, trying desperately to smooth things over, to prevent Plimpton's certain demise. "Now, look, Commodore, I'm a saltwater skipper. Sir, my soul is forged in brine and sea spray. My destiny lies upon the waves. I'd be no good behind a desk. I'd drown in paperwork. Sir, literally, my spirit would wither. I'd be worse than useless, sir. A total administrative wreck, a veritable black hole of efficiency." He even performed a little pantomime of struggling to swim through towering stacks of imaginary forms, flapping his hands helplessly, gurgling in a comically pathetic manner, hoping to appeal to Bumble's dramatic sensibilities. Bumble, however, was impervious. His focus remained laser-sharp on Finn, his malicious joy untempered. "McGinty, I wouldn't think of asking you to take on a big assignment like this gargantuan administrative burden. Without some help, that would be inhumane. That would be positively barbaric. You need a crutch. McGinty, a suitable lackey to manage the administrative trifles, and the endless stream of paperwork that will surely overwhelm you. So, I'm appointing Plimpton here. Acting executive officer. Consider it a steep learning curve for the young man, and a perfect distraction from your more anarchic tendencies, your insufferable penchant for rule-breaking and chaos. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, whose career aspirations rarely extended beyond successfully completing a spreadsheet without any critical errors, maintaining impeccable penmanship, and perhaps one day earning a medal for consistent pencil sharpening, nearly fainted on the spot, his face turning an even more ghastly shade of pale, a faint green tinge to his lips. He clutched his chest, his eyes wide as saucers. "Oh, boy! Did you hear that, Skipper?" he squeaked, his voice cracking with disbelief, his legs threatening to give way. Acting executive officer. Me, a man of limited experience, prone to clerical errors. Oh, thanks. Commodore, you'll never regret this. I think, maybe, I hope I don't set anything on fire. Sir, or lose the entire base budget to a rogue pigeon who absconds with the paperwork. Bumble merely waved his hand grandly, a dismissive flick of the wrist. I know. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Plimpton, a necessary sacrifice for the greater good of seeing McGinty squirm. Here you are. McGinty, take this. He thrust a battered clipboard, overflowed with inscrutable paperwork and stained with ancient coffee rings, and an ancient, rusty ceremonial cutlass, usually reserved for a highly official, rarely occurring, and completely ignored flag-raising ceremonies. At Finn, you go over to my office, your office now, and you take command this minute. Do you hear me? McGinty? This minute. That's an order. Commander, and don't you dare track mud onto my pristine linoleum, which I personally supervise the waxing of, with the utmost meticulousness. I will know if you do. Oh, but Commodore, sir. Finn began, still trying to grasp the enormity of this calamity, this calculated sabotage of his relaxed command style, this intricate trap designed to ensnare him in a web of bureaucracy. Out, 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 Bumble shrieked, shooing them from his office with the fervor of a man swatting a particularly bothersome, buzzing fly, flapping his hands wildly, his eyes blazing with a mixture of triumph and malice. Now, quick step, my loyal aide. You know what to do. My cot needs plump in. My pillows need fluffing. My very constitution needs a long, luxurious period of convalescing, and a cold compress, and perhaps some more of those medicinal concoctions to ensure my delirium is sustained, and utterly convincing for Admiral Jawbreaker. Finn and Plimpton stumbled out, still reeling from the unexpected promotion and the sheer, unmitigated absurdity of the situation. They made their way to Bumble's former office, which, by dint of Bumble's pronouncement, was now Finn's temporary seat of power. The moment they stepped inside, a mere foot over the threshold, the field phone, a rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption, began to ring again, insistent and shrill, as if celebrating their arrival with a discordant fanfare. "Oh, just a minute. Lieutenant, just a minute," Finn mumbled to himself. Try and make sense of the new command, the new responsibilities, the sudden, overwhelming weight of the world on his shoulders. He ran a hand through his perpetually messy hair, feeling a new wrinkle form on his brow. He gestured vaguely to Plimpton, who was already meticulously lining up the Commodore's paperweights, a nervous tick. "You're acting base commander now, Pip. What do we do about this infernal shrill noise? It sounds like a dying banshee trapped in a tin can." Before Plimpton could even begin to process this new wave of responsibility, before he could consult any of his mental manuals, a grizzled, unkempt head popped into the doorway, a cigar clamped firmly between its teeth. It was Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, Finn's tough-as-nails veteran crewman, a man whose natural habitat was a machine gun turret, not an office, but whose loyalty to Finn was absolute. "Yeah, Chief, they're saying the what? The sinks are still plugged up, and the petty officers are well. What do you want from me? A get-well card. I'm not a concierge for plumbing complaints. I'm a combat specialist, not a glorified janitor." Finn, attempting to mimic Bumble's air of exasperated authority, barked into the phone, his voice a surprising imitation of the Commodore's growl. "Hold it! Chief, hold it! Can't you see I'm on the phone? Engaging in top-secret strategic communications for the welfare of the entire Allied effort? Yeah, I know, Skipper, but He paused, his eyes widening as Rocky presented him with something. "Well, what do you got there, Rocky? Is it some new experimental munition? Another piece of Japanese intelligence? A secret weapon? For winning the war, perhaps?" Rocky, oblivious to the high-stakes drama unfolding and simply following the immediate chain of command, held up a collection of elasticated, lace-trimmed items, dangling them by a single delicate thread. "Well, it looks like a bunch of slingshots to me, Skipper, or maybe some highly unusual fishing gear for tiny, acrobatic fish. I thought, we'll run out of ammo faster than we thought with these. They don't look very robust." He paused, squinting through the gloom of the office. "Oh, wait, Those are the garter belts, aren't they? For the nurses, like Lieutenant Quickstep was fussing about earlier. The critical, morale-boosting hosiery stabilizers. I believe he called them. Finn, suddenly remembering Bumble's initial ridiculous rant and the very genesis of this nightmare, slapped his forehead with an audible thwack. Good news, sir. Excellent news. We found the garter belts, that elusive, critically important strategic resource. Victory is ours on the undergarment front. Oh, I'm sorry. Chief, I'm sorry. I got my wires crossed. Hold on. Lieutenant Quickstep. Yeah, we found those items. Yes, I'll have them sent them right away. Top priority. Immediate delivery. Yes. Ma'am, you're welcome. You're welcome. He handed the phone back to Rocky, whose expression remained impassive, betraying nothing. Chippy, Chuckles, get those to the nurses' quarters right away. And, Chief, have you thought about... The phone started ringing again before he could finish. A discordant, maddening interruption to his flow. Get the phone, will you? Chippy, get the phone. This place is a madhouse of communications. It's a sonic assault. Plimpton, meanwhile, was already tangled in a veritable spiderweb of administrative calls. Sweat beading profusely on his upper lip, running into his eyes. He held 3 different receivers to various parts of his head, looking like a desperate octopus struggling to manage multiple, unruly limbs. Executive Officer Plimpton here. What is it? What is the nature of this unprecedented emergency? Right? That's right. I authorize building permits for the CBs of the Coconut Busters and their new mess. Hall, a bastion of culinary excellence for our brave construction battalion, a strategic asset. Sir, right, it is? Oh, Skipper. Plimpton's voice climbed an octave in alarm, bordering on a squeal. Did you know their new mess hall was in the middle of the rifle range? Directly in the path of live. Fire, sir. It's a tragic planning oversight. A lethal architectural decision. We are feeding our men directly into enemy fire. He nearly dropped all 3 phones, his hands shaking. No. Hello? Is anyone listening? Is there a single rational mind still functioning on this entire island? Well, tell the Coconut Busters to keep their heads down during meal times and perhaps wear extra thick helmets. I'll watch the problems here myself. I'll oversee the intricate, deadly dance of eating and projectile trajectory. Finn, simultaneously attempting to juggle another phone, spoke into it. McGinty here? Yes. This is Commander McGinty, newly minted acting base commander of this illustrious, if slightly dilapidated, installation. What? On the radar, you say? A blip? A mysterious, pulsating blip? Well, track it, man. Track it with all the skill you possess, with every last ounce of your training, and give me a positive identification. Is it NIP? Is it Allied? Is it a particularly large seagull with an unusual radar signature? Give me specifics. Man, don't leave me hanging. He then looked up bewildered at Plimpton's frantic juggling act, his own mind reeling from the onslaught of information. Now, Plimpton, what is it? What is the latest impending catastrophe to grace our already overflowing inbox of doom and despair? At that moment, Doodle Higgins, McGinty's eternally cheerful and somewhat rotund torpedo man, wandered into the office like a lost, happy puppy, carrying a half-eaten coconut and a wide, innocent grin, completely oblivious to the rapidly deteriorating state of executive sanity around him. Hi, Skipper. I just want to congratulate you on your new job. You look very commando. Sir, very in command. Very serious. Finn, struggling with a phone receiver jammed precariously between his ear and shoulder, snapped. And will you keep it down, Doodle? Your exuberant joviality is quite distracting. You know, it interferes with strategic thought. Can't you see we're trying to conduct important business here? Matters of life. Death, garter belts, and plumbing permits. Yes, Lieutenant. Affirmative. Yeah. Your garter belts are on the way. Top quality lace. I assure you, a truly morale-boosting acquisition. What's next on this ever-growing list of urgent demands? Doodle, completely unfazed by Finn's irritation, his cheerful demeanor uncrushable, plowed on, speaking loudly. Skipper, the boys, those paragons of initiative, we're not willing to ask your permission to throw a little shindig tonight, a celebration of base. Morale, a demonstration of our unconquerable spirit. We were thinking it could be for charity, or just for the sheer heck of it, sir, to blow off some steam. Great. That's what we need around here, is a little action. Finn boomed into the phone, his face lighting up with genuine enthusiasm. A rare moment of pure delight amidst the administrative nightmare. Action, morale, positive engagement. A vigorous display of military esprit de corps. Tell them to go for it. I knew you'd say that, Skip. Doodle beamed, his eyes wide with boundless, unshakable optimism. And we can rake in a pile of dough for the orphans of, wherever, because, you nincompoop. Plimpton shrieked, his already fragile nerves fraying under the strain, reaching his breaking point, his eyes darting wildly, almost independently. Can't you see we're busy? We are on the verge of administrative collapse, the fate of the entire. Base hangs by a thread. Shove off, shove off. Will you, boy? Clear the room before you incur the wrath of the entire high command. Not to mention a seriously disgruntled admiral jawbreaker. Yeah, you're the skipper, McGinty, but I'm the executive officer. Get out, 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 out. Plimpton pointed a trembling finger at Doodle, then at the door, then an imaginary spot somewhere far, far away, perhaps another, less chaotic, dimension. And we got your okay, Skip? Doodle asked, already halfway out the door, his cheerful voice echoing back, fading slightly as he retreated. Finn, still beaming, yelled, "As far as I'm concerned, you tell those boys, full speed ahead, a full-on celebration of military might and convivial spirit, a party of unparalleled joyous abandon. That's an order, Doodle. Make it epic, make it legendary. Thank a million, Skip. To the moon." Doodle chirped, before vanishing as quickly as he appeared, leaving behind only the lingering scent of coconut and a faint echo of his boundless optimism. Finn sighed, rubbing his temples with a theatrical gesture of exhaustion, feeling the full weight of the absurdity settle upon him. Keep me close, then, Plimpton, for my sanity is rapidly approaching its breaking point. I may soon be conversing with the imaginary. Frangipani flies, Pip, or perhaps debating with a disgruntled pineapple. Plimpton, buried under a towering pile of requisitions, his face now a mask of profound despair, replied mournfully, his voice flat, "Oh, I sure will. Skipper, I sure will. You'll be lucky if I can find myself in this administrative avalanche. Let alone you, Commander." The chaos only escalated, a cacophony of ringing phones, shouting voices, and the distant, alarming sound of what might have been a small, unscheduled explosion near the Coconut Buster's new, ill-fated mess hall. "Okay, Chippy, we gotta scramble. Boy, PT-46 is hot on the tail of a nip sub. They're chasing it like a hungry dog after a particularly meaty bone, a relentless pursuit." Finn yelled into another phone, then grabbed a pair of salt-encrusted binoculars, peering out the window with intense focus, trying to find some semblance of actual military action amidst the general confusion. "Hey, incidentally, what a group of one, what's the identification on that submarine? Is it a new class? A stealth model? A particularly large fish with a sophisticated sonar array? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements." "Oh, I don't know, Skipper." Chippy's muffled voice came back over the receiver, sounding harried, stretched to breaking point. "I was busy with a supply list, sir. My desk is inundated with forms. A veritable paper storm. They just reported sub. A very submarine-wise sub. Sir, it emitted bubbles. That's all the detail I have, sir. The most salient feature, I believe, was its bubbling. Finn threw his hands up in despair, dropping the binoculars with a clang that made Plimpton jump. Hello, hello. Is anybody out there capable of precise identification? Is there a single rational? Being on the other end of this line. Hello. Yeah, hello. Hello. He slapped the receiver back onto its cradle with a resounding thwack, finally giving up. This is a madhouse, Pip. A glorious, beautiful, utterly insane madhouse. But it's our madhouse, and we shall command it, even if it drives us utterly insane in the process and forces us to speak in tongues. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the newly appointed temporary high command in the tumultuous office, the other members of Finn McGinney's crew were already well underway with Doodle's shindig plans, interpreting Finn's full speed ahead order with characteristic literalness and boundless enthusiasm. Gizmo Jenkins, the crew's mechanical genius, who believed that anything with moving parts could be improved, often with explosive results, and Specs Miller, the scholarly one, who found the logistical challenges of organizing a party to be a fascinating sociological experiment, were hastily arranging a display near the beach, their creativity unleashed. Let's go, Gizmo. Faster, faster. Press up the storefront. We're in business. Man, a veritable bazaar of military revelry and illicit refreshments, Specs urged, struggling with a brightly colored sarong draped across a makeshift stall made of salvage crates and palm fronds. The sarong, usually intended for much smaller individuals, stretched taut, threatening to tear and reveal more than naval regulations allowed, a dangerous breach of decorum. You mean that skipper said it's okay, Specs? Gizmo asked, wiping sweat from his brow with a greasy rag, momentarily pausing his frantic hammering. He actually gave permission for a proper fiesta? I thought his mood was rather volatile after his encounter with the Commodore. I thought we were all facing demotion for our mere existence, let alone throwing party. You bet, his exact words were, and I quote from a highly reliable, if slightly unhinged, source. Tell the boys my orders are all a head full. Is that a base commander, or is that a base commander? Gizmo. Specs puffed out his chest, attempting to channel some of Finn's roguish charm, a feat he rarely achieved, but always strove for. Well, let's not just stand around, men. Idle hands are the devil's workshop, and we're on a tight schedule to complete this work of art. Rocky Ridgeback commanded, organizing a line of eager sailors who were already clamoring for a look at the festive setup. You got it. Come on. Careful with the booze. Doodle, don't spill any of that precious jungle juice. That stuff's more volatile than nitroglycerin. On a hot day. Good. Keep it flowing. Come. You're all looking at me with eager anticipation. Come on. Whoa. Steady there, before you knock over the decorations, which would be a severe blow to morale. Doodle, meanwhile, was carefully balancing a precarious tray of particularly potent homemade cocktails, wobbling precariously, the liquid within a murky concoction of fermented fruit and unidentifiable spirits, sloshed dangerously, threatening to spill its intoxicating contents onto the sandy ground. Well, let's go. Take those crumbs. Nobody wants warm jungle juice, especially not at a 5-star shindig of this magnitude. Rocky then grabbed a megaphone, its metallic surface glinting in the tropical sun. Yeah, me and my lawnmower. Let's go. Hang those garlands. Get them strung up. All right, men. Get your money ready. Line up. The most fantastic wingding of the year, a celebration of epic proportions, is about to start. Give a little sample. Girls, just a quick peek at the marvels to come. That's enough. That's too much. Don't spoil the grand reveal for the masses. The anticipation is half the fun. Come right this way. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely stunning. There they go, wiggling their way right into my propaganda. A masterpiece of public relations. Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Boys, a triumph of naval ingenuity and festive spirit. He gestured grandly toward a curtain made of salvaged parachute silk, behind which giggling sounds and the rustle of flimsy fabric could be heard. The scene was set for maximum chaos, designed to offend the most stringent naval officer. Chapter 2. The admiral's stern gaze and a disastrous dive. Back in his sick bay, which he had, with considerable effort and no small amount of pilfered hospital equipment, converted into a surprisingly luxurious den of convalescence, complete with makeshift bar crafted from old medical carts and a constantly refilled glass of dubious medicinal concoctions. Commodore Bumble, despite his self-imposed incapacitation, was keeping a close eye on the proceedings through a set of high-powered binoculars aimed squarely at McGinty's newly occupied office. A small, self-satisfied, indeed almost malevolent, smile played on his lips, a testament to his ingenious plotting. His elaborate charade of illness was, in his estimation, a stroke of pure, unadulterated genius, an administrative masterstroke. Sure, he's on his way in. Elroy, Admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker himself, his magnificent plane, a veritable silver bird of doom, will touch down on our airstrip in a few minutes. Sir, any moment now, the aerial harbinger of disciplinary doom will arrive. The winds of change and condemnation are blowing across Coral Cove Atoll. Good. McGinty, the scoundrel, that impudent sea dog, is as good as dead. His career, indeed his very naval existence, is on the chopping block, ready for the axe. The lost boys of Coral Cove Atoll didn't let me down. Elroy, their rampant insubordination, their glorious disregard for all things sacred and military, is perfectly timed for maximum devastating effect. They are instruments of my delicious, intricate revenge. Private Mort's Myrtle, Bumble's personal aide and general whipping boy, hovered nearby, nervously polishing an already gleaming bedpan, his expression a mixture of profound terror and bewildered obedience. He was trying, with minimal success, to look helpful while simultaneously remaining as inconspicuous as possible, as if he could magically melt into the wallpaper. Well, sir, I suppose they are, a little boisterous, sir, their current festivities, which sound remarkably unnaval for a base, might be considered, by some sticklers for decorum, to be a touch undignified for a naval base during wartime, even for a Saturday afternoon. Sir, I believe I distinctly heard a trombone, sir, and what sounded suspiciously like off-key singing, accompanied by gyrating, sir. Boisterous, Myrtle? Bumble cackled, a dry, rasping sound that crackled like burning leaves and seemed to vibrate the very air. He pulled himself up on an elbow, his eyes alight with malicious glee, his face a triumphant mask. They've turned Coral Cove Atoll into a regular Roman orgy. Man, a veritable bacchanalian feast of inappropriate revelry, complete with half-dressed girls and everything. Myrtle, imagine the scandal. Imagine the headlines. It's beyond magnificent, beyond boisterous. It's precisely what Iron-Jaw Jawbreaker abhors with every fiber of his being, with every rigid sinew of his disciplined mind. He'll have McGinty strung up by his own bootlaces. He'll use his ribbons as tinsel for the next Christmas tree. It's going to be a bloodbath of disciplinary action, a veritable purge. Elroy, a magnificent purge of insubordination and moral decay. Myrtle, whose concept of a Roman orgy was probably based on a faded picture in a well-thumbed history book. The saucier bits usually torn out or censored, looked intrigued, his eyes widening slightly as he imagined the scandalous scene. His imagination, usually limited to the exact dimensions of a freshly polished button, was running wild with visions of forbidden merriment. "Oh, sir, may I go take a look? Just for, research purposes, sir. To, better understand the enemy's recreational activities. Of course, Commodore, a deep dive into the sociology of hedonism and its tactical implications, as per your recent directive on understanding subversive entertainments." Bumble spun around in his cot with surprising speed, his fake frailty momentarily forgotten as he glared at Myrtle. He smacked the binoculars down onto his chest with a thud. "Control yourself, Lieutenant. What's the matter with you? Man, are you suggesting you have the stomach for such debauchery, such licentiousness, such a shocking display of a human form? Myrtle, Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson should be arriving at McGinney's quarters every minute now. Another nail in McGinney's coffin, Elroy. Another perfectly placed, meticulously planned, incontrovertible nail in his coffin of incompetence. And this one, Myrtle, is a truly magnificent stainless steel nail of poetic justice, delivered by a comely, unsuspecting hand." Myrtle blinked, still utterly baffled by the layers of Bumble's plotting. "Lieutenant Nurse Wilson, sir? But what's a nurse going to do to Commander McGinney's career? Sir, administer a sedative of paperwork, perhaps, or give him a sponge bath to wash away his insubordination. Her methods, sir, are usually quite healing, not destructive, to careers." Bumble merely gave a conspiratorial wink, a mischievous glint in his eye that bordered on manic. "Oh, you'll see, Elroy. You'll see. Some things, Myrtle, some things are best left to the delightful machinations of strategic planning, and a comely nurse, when properly deployed, can be a most powerful weapon, Myrtle, when wielded with cunning and precision. A veritable Trojan horse of moral uprightness, sent to expose the moral decay of my rival and his lackeys." Meanwhile, back at Finn's new command center, the beach office that Bumble had graciously and strategically bequeathed him, Ensign Plimpton was frantically trying to clear a path through the burgeoning pile of incoming messages. He was sweating profusely, a worried frown permanently etched on his face, resembling a particularly anxious gnome. His uniform, usually pristine, was rumpled and damp, sticking uncomfortably to his skin. "Yeah, Chippy, have this sent over to maintenance, will you? And this to logistics. And this to quartermaster. And this to, oh, yeah, all right. All sailor. I mean, nurse. All right." He stammered, his words tripping over each other, as Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson, a strikingly composed and intelligent woman in a crisp, if somewhat wilting uniform, walked into the office. She carried herself with an air of professional efficiency that stood in stark contrast to the rapidly descending chaos around Finn and Plimpton. Her presence seemed to cut through the oppressive heat and disarray, a cool breeze of competence in a storm of confusion. "Pretty nice time to press what you have there, Ensign Plimpton," she remarked, her voice calm, and even observing the disorganized state of the desk and the general air of panic with an almost clinical detachment. She then turned her gaze, cool and assessing, towards Finn, who was struggling with a jammed inkwell, having inadvertently inked his cheek. "Lieutenant Wilson, what are you doing here, Commander McGinney?" she asked Finn, who was momentarily dumbfounded by her presence, having forgotten Bumble's secondary plot entirely. She then added pointedly, "And if I may be so bold, Commander, you're out of uniform, quite conspicuously so. Is this a new combat uniform, or merely a profound personal statement?" Finn, caught completely off guard by her arrival and her perfectly modulated tone, stumbled over his words, blushing furiously, the ink on his cheek making him look like a startle mime. "Out of uniform? What? Oh, well, I mean not by choice, of course. Lieutenant, it's part of the mission. You see, an intricate deception, a cunning ruse to fool well. You wouldn't understand specifics. Lieutenant, they're highly classified, top secret, National security level. Operation Disheveled Decoy. It's beyond your security clearance. I assure you. Lieutenant Wilson simply raised a perfectly arched, skeptical eyebrow, her expression unreadable, betraying no hint of judgment, only an almost scientific curiosity. Commodore Bumble thinks you've been working too hard, Commander, pushing yourself beyond all reasonable limits, to the point of mental exhaustion, and he sent me over to take you for a swim. He seemed very concerned about your mental well-being. A refreshing dip in the bracing tropical waters should do wonders, he said, for a troubled mind, perhaps even wash away the ink, Commander. Her tone was as smooth as polished steel, utterly devoid of irony, making it all the more unsettling. Finn's eyes narrowed, a look of dawning comprehension slowly spreading across his face as the layers of Bumble's treachery peeled away, revealing the dastardly depth of the plot. Commodore Bumble? Concerned about my health? My mental well-being? That'll be the day. Lieutenant, that day will arrive when monkeys fly out of my ears and angels play trombones in the mess hall while tap-dancing elephants sing opera. There's something fishy going on around here. Lieutenant, very, very fishy. And it smells suspiciously like rotting cod left out in the sun for a week. Or perhaps, more accurately, like a freshly brewed plot from Commodore Bumble himself, seasoned with a peculiar blend of paranoia and malicious intent. He suddenly snapped his fingers, a sharp crack in the tense silence. Here, Plimpton, it's all connecting now. Matt McGinney's beach office. The rendezvous point. Check, yeah, right. Okay, nice tip. That devious old snake. He's trying to frame me. Lieutenant, frame me good. Set me up for a fall that would send me to the deepest, darkest brig imaginable. Plimpton, who was meticulously scribbling notes from his frantic phone conversations, looked up, bewildered, a pencil jammed behind his ear, his face a pale green. No. Commander, don't tell me. Was the color of the garter belts all wrong? Was it puce instead of periwinkle? I specifically requested periwinkle, as that aligns with optimum morale regulations. Sir, this could be a critical flaw in the supply chain that has repercussions across the entire base, a betrayal of feminine trust. Finn waved him off, a look of grim realization slowly spreading across his face, eclipsing the earlier panic. No, it's nothing like that, Plimpton. It's far, far worse, far more immediate, and far more catastrophic. Admiral Jawbreaker's plane just landed. Plimpton, his metal bird has touched down on our very airstrip. He's on his way over here in a jeep. A jeep, Plimpton, the fearsome vehicle of his dreaded inspection. Its tires undoubtedly seeking out every imperfection on the road. This is it, the moment of reckoning, the moment of truth and potential damnation. Oh, well, if that's all it is, then Plimpton started, exhaling a premature sigh of relief, before the full horror of Finn's words finally registered in his addled brain. His relief dissolved into renewed panic. Iron-jawed Jawbreaker is coming here? Today? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, you don't suppose there's a sneak inspection here. Commander? That fiend, that meticulous monster. Now I get it. That Bumble is all sitting pretty in. That sick bay, playing the invalid, orchestrating his nefarious schemes like a spider in his web. And I'm left out here in a griddle. We're sautéed. We're roasted. We're flambéed. We're utterly, completely, irrevocably doomed. Skipper, and I shall surely end up sorting rubber bands in the brig. Plimpton began to hyperventilate, fumbling for a paper bag, his carefully composed notes scattering to the floor. Lieutenant Wilson, however, remained remarkably calm amidst Plimpton's histrionics, though a flicker of curiosity played in her intelligent eyes, betraying her professional detachment. But, Commander, I don't understand. All the Commodore wanted to do, according to his very earnest request, was to ensure your well-being. He was quite eloquent about it. He stressed the importance of your mental fortitude for the war effort, citing you as a key asset that needed preservation. Yeah, eloquent. My foot. Finn snarled, his easy-going facade dropping like an anchor caught on a seabed mine. He just wanted to set me up to be clobbered by the toughest admiral in the fleet, a sacrificial. Lamb on the altar of bumble self-preservation. He wanted to watch my career go up in smoke. Well, it ain't happening. Not today, Lieutenant, not on my watch. He turned to Lieutenant Wilson, his eyes burning with a sudden, fierce determination. Girlie, we got work to do. Important work. Urgent work. You better get out of here and get out of that suit. Yes, your uniform. Lieutenant, it's far too official for the chaos that's about to descend. It would draw unwanted. Attention, a magnet for jawbreaker scrutiny. Yeah, you better put something else on. Something inconspicuous. Something casual. Perhaps even a bathing suit. You wouldn't want to see her out of here like this. Come on, come on. Come on. Plimpton, you too. Get a move on. Get rid of that official paperwork. We'll get this place to look like a tornado just ripped through it. We got work to do. Very destructive. Very messy work. A strategic dismantling of perceived order. We must become the embodiment of chaos. He thrust a tattered, ancient manual of naval protocol at her, not for reading, but for strategic scattering, tearing pages from it. Give me that book. Every piece of documentation must be strategically scattered, Lieutenant, torn, stamped upon. Now, Plimpton, where are those party organizers? Those purveyors of chaos? They are our last, desperate hope, our only line of defense against the iron jaw. A few minutes later, the erstwhile party, which had moments before been a modest affair orchestrated by Doodle Higgins, a man whose understanding of subtle festivity was rudimentary at best, was now in full, glorious, catastrophic swing at what was rapidly becoming McGinty's distraction zone, the makeshift beach bar, crafted from salvaged lumber and decorated with wilting hibiscus and palm fronds, was overflowing with tipsy sailors, their voices raised in cacophonous, off-key song. The Jungle Band, consisting of Gizmo Jenkins attempting to coax music from a rusty trombone and Specs Miller, frantically banging on an upturned garbage can with 2 lengths of pipe, was playing a frenetic off-key samba that assaulted the ears and grated on the nerves. Empty bottles of jungle juice, pineapple rinds, and discarded leis littered the sandy ground, creating a veritable minefield of festive debris. And the sarong-clad hula girls, actually several large, hairy sailors in various stages of drag, including a surprisingly agile Rocky Ridgeback and a deeply committed Specs Miller, who had embraced his role with unsettling enthusiasm, his heavy stubble peeking from beneath his coconut bra, were gyrating with alarming, hip-swiveling enthusiasm, their coconut bras threatening to defy the laws of gravity and decent taste. The entire scene was a sensory assault of noise, movement, and dubious hygiene, an intentional disaster in the making, designed to appall Admiral Jawbreaker. Doodle Higgins, completely unburdened by irony or any real understanding of the imminent danger. Spotted Finn, his face flushed with the revelry and the sheer joy of a party well executed. Oh, come on. Skip, I didn't know you liked that Rafferty so well. The guy's throwing a party for him. Way, diplomatic genius. Our Admiral Jawbreaker, to inspire such spontaneous merriment and cultural fusion. Finn grabbed Doodle by the shoulder, his grip surprisingly firm, a grim determination replacing his earlier joviality. Where's the blasted party? Doodle, is this what you call an appropriate level of controlled chaos? This is an uncontrolled eruption of utter mayhem. Come on, have a call about your old face. You'll be needing a new one after Jawbreaker gets through with us. Parole your buck. I need you to help me dismantle this festival of folly. I'll tear him, limb from limb, if this isn't tidied up immediately. He gestured frantically towards a chaotic dance floor, where Rocky Ridgeback was now attempting a complicated flamenco step in a sarong. narrowly avoiding a collision with a weaving, intoxicated sailor. Come on, dance with the hula hotshots. Wiggle your blues away. Do a quick step. Parole your buck. Throw him off. Throw him off the dance floor. Oh, I say, Skipper, are you the first dancer on the house? If so, you're doing a remarkably bad job of it. You're far too subtle. We need more chaos. More blatant disregard for order. Finn marched straight to the stage. A rickety platform assembled from old ammunition crates and dangerously stacked coconuts, where a particularly exuberant rocky ridgeback, adorned with a wilting lei and an unconvincing coconut bra that strained against his considerable pectorals, was attempting a shimmy that defied the laws of physics and good taste. His heavy boots pounded rhythmically, shaking the entire stage, causing Gizmo's trombone to emit a particularly mournful, off-key wail. Pick one out, Rocky. Pick a new profession. Perhaps one that doesn't involve impersonating tropical dancers. I'm going to turn you inside out for this. Utter mockery of naval decorum. What do I do, you madman? Turn off that music. The party's over. You hear me? Over. Like a bad dream. It has reached its ignominious conclusion. Cease and desist. This charade at once, before we all end up in the brig. Rocky, momentarily confused but ever respectful of Finn's authority, especially when Finn looked genuinely furious, which was a rare sight, saluted stiffly, nearly dislodging his precarious coconut bra, which bounced alarmingly. But, Skip, in the office, just moments ago, you gave me a magic word. You said, full speed ahead. You endorsed rampant jollity. You endorsed a festival of goodwill. You were, dare I say, quite keen for a raucous good time. Finn gritted his teeth, his jaw tight, a muscle throbbing in his temple. Oh, I did, huh? Well, let me give you another magic word, Rocky, a far more potent incantation, one that will curdle your very blood and make your teeth chatter. Iron-jawed jawbreaker, and he's on his way here right now to blast this entire atoll into oblivion with a single glare and conduct this utterly terrifying blitz and spectrum inspection. He will peel the paint from these very walls with his disapproval. He will flay us alive with regulations and then use our skin as a roadmap for future disciplinary actions. Yeah, and he's specifically coming to see all the skippers responsible for this den of iniquity, this hub of unbridled licentiousness. Now, come on, let's move this stuff out of here, and fast, with extreme prejudice. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Move it. Get it out of here. Every last pineapple, every last discarded coconut shell, every last plastic garland, every single piece of incriminating evidence. And for goodness sake, get those sarongs off Specs before he catches jungle fever. Or worse, a severe case of dignity deficiency and a lifelong aversion to tropical fruit. It's an order. Move. Suddenly, Chippy Chuckles burst through the rapidly dispersing crowd, his eyes wide with unadulterated panic, his cap now completely askew, almost hanging off his head. He looked like a startled rabbit caught in headlights, about to suffer an unfortunate vehicular encounter. Hey, Skipper, the Jeep's coming. I see the dust cloud on the horizon, growing larger by the second. Hold me. I fear for my very life. I fear for my career. Jump the torpedoes. It's the admiral, the Iron Jaw. He is upon us. He is here to deliver swift and terrible judgment upon us all. Finn sprang into action, barking orders with the rapid-fire precision of a machine gun, his mind a whirlwind of frantic, last-ditch solutions. Chippy, get these girls out of here. Quick! All of them. Every single one of them. Regardless of their sartorial state or their current level of inebriation. No exceptions. Doodle, still clinging to his empty coconut, looked around in utter confusion, his eyes darting from side to side like a frantic squirrel. But where? Skipper? Where do we put them? There's nowhere to hide a dozen fully grown men in skirts on a deserted beach. Skipper, the island simply isn't large enough for such a profound level of concealment. The foliage is not dense enough for such a profound level of sartorial deception. Finn scanned the immediate vicinity, his eyes darting frantically, his mind racing for a solution, a place, any place, to hide his very visible embarrassment. His gaze finally settled upon the reinforced concrete structure of the base's air raid shelter, usually used for storing emergency rations, important documents, and the occasional stray, disobedient chicken. Anywhere, just get them out of sight. Now, here, put them in the air raid shelter. It's solid, concrete. It'll withstand scrutiny, if not an actual air raid. I'll steer the admiral clear. Go on. Boy, move with the speed of a startled gazelle. A very, very large and heavily adorned gazelle. All right, now, girls, you and the skipper, let's move out of here and shake a leg. Or, whatever you shake. Get him. Disappear. Be gone, spirits of festivity. All right. Come on. All set. All starched. Just kidding. Now look busy. Look like you've been working tirelessly for the war effort, even if that work involved hula dancing and consuming illicit jungle juice. He quickly shed his uniform tunic, grabbed a tattered fishing net from a nearby pile of derelict gear, and began to make himself look busy, as if he'd just emerged from a strenuous deep-sea fishing expedition, covered in seaweed and smelling faintly of dead fish. Plimpton, meanwhile, was attempting to use a leaf blower to scatter a pile of important documents across the sand, hoping to give the impression of extreme disorganization rather than utter sloth and negligence, a thin veil over the recent revelry. Within moments, the jeep-carrying admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker, a formidable man with a granite jawline that seemed carved from bedrock and eyes that could bore, holes through steel plating, pulled up to Finn's now decidedly less festive-looking beach office. Accompanying him was a stiff-backed Lieutenant Kreider, the Admiral's aide, whose uniform appeared to have been starched by sheer force of will alone, rather than any actual laundry detergent. Kreider held a clipboard with an air of immense solemnity, his pencil poised for the meticulous recording of every single infraction, every minute detail of a disordered existence. The Jeep itself was immaculate, freshly washed and gleaming, reflecting Jawbreaker's notorious penchant for order and spit-end polished perfection. Okay, all right, brace yourselves, you guys, Finn muttered frantically to Plimpton, who was attempting to hide a tray of rum-laced fruit punch behind his back with the subtle grace of a frightened hippopotamus, his body twitching nervously. Here he comes, the moment of truth. Turn, salute. He straightened up, adopted a suitably earnest expression, scrubbing some sand from his face, and saluted with exaggerated, almost theatrical, precision. Welcome to Coral Cove, all, sir. Acting Base Commander McGinty, at your humble service. Sir, it is an honor, sir, an unparalleled honor to receive your distinguished presence on our humble shores. Jawbreaker, a man who believed smiles were a sign of weakness and emotional extravagance, merely grunted, a low rumble that suggested a perpetually grumbling internal engine, or perhaps the tectonic plates of his patience slowly grinding. At ease, gentlemen. He surveyed Finn with an unblinking, dispassionate stare that felt like a thorough, humiliating physical examination, dissecting every aspect of Finn's less than immaculate appearance, lingering on the sand in his hair and the seaweed on his shoulder, and the slight stain on his uniform. Plimpton, attempting to mimic Finn's crisp, if exaggerated, salute, performed a sort of spasmodic convulsion, nearly spilling the punch he was hiding, which sloshed ominously behind him, its syrupy aroma wafting faintly. And as acting executive officer, Plimpton at your command, sir, ready for your discerning eye. Sir, and prepared for any scrutiny, however minute. He quickly, with remarkable dexterity, dumped the punch behind a nearby bush, hoping no one noticed the sudden alcoholic wilting of a rather sturdy hibiscus plant, which seemed to sigh with tipsy contentment, drooping dramatically. Jawbreaker's gaze, however, was not on the wilting hibiscus or the flustered Plimpton. It was fixed with unsettling intensity on Finn's neck, where the fishing net, a tangible symbol of Finn's hurried improvisation, was still draped, clinging precariously to his uniform collar like an aggressive parasitic vine. "What the devil is that thing around your neck, Commander McGinty?" he barked, pointing a leathery finger that looked more accustomed to pointing at complex naval charts and distant enemy positions than at improvised, sartorial choices. Finn, remembering his quick transformation, grinned, attempting to radiate an air of carefree charm despite the icy terror gripping his heart. Oh, it's an old native custom, sir, a venerable tradition of the islanders, steeped in folklore and ancient legends, a sign of welcome and reverence for esteemed visitors to our humble shores, a greeting of the ancient peoples. Sir, piranha, come on my way. Come on. It's, for luck. Sir, a protective talisman. It wards off evil spirits and a tropical unpleasantness, like, mosquito bites. Very effective, sir, passed down through generations. He gestured vaguely at the fishing net still draped about him like a rather ill-fitting sandy scarf. Jawbreaker's brow furrowed, deepening the already formidable lines etched into his face, giving him an even more severe mien, making him look like a storm cloud about to unleash a torrential downpour. "Will you stop that gibberish? McGinty, this isn't a luau. This is a naval base in the midst of a global conflict, not some theatrical production of South Pacific. Let's get down to business." "Commander, serious business. Business of the fleet." "Yes, sir. Whatever you say." "Sir, but let's keep it professional, if you please, Commander. We are here for inspection, not for anthropological studies or dubious folk tales." "Fine." Knowing full well what business meant to Jawbreaker, usually the dismantling of careers and the surgical removal of efficiencies, nodded meekly, trying to adopt an expression of utmost solemnity, though a flicker of desperation was visible in his eyes. "I heard when I landed that Commodore Bumble was in the hospital," Jawbreaker stated, his voice flat and devoid of emotion, though a glint in his eye suggested he already suspected foul play, a rat in the nest, a master manipulator at work. He knew Bumbleton too well, knew his capacity for deception. "Oh, that's right, sir," Finn confirmed, a perfectly innocent expression plastered on his face, though he felt a fresh bead of sweat trickle down his back, independent of the tropical humidity. A cold, clammy trickle. A terrible, truly debilitating bout of tropical whatever it is. "Sir, a rare and highly contagious malady, I believe, that strikes without warning. Quite debilitating. He'll be shattered. Sir, simply shattered. His spirit broken by the onslaught of unseen microscopic invaders. A man of his robust constitution brought low by a microscopic foe. A true tragedy for our base." Jawbreaker grunted again, a low, guttural sound that could mean anything from understood to, "I suspect you're lying through your teeth and will later verify this in excruciating detail at your court-martial. I'll pay my respects to him first, Commander, as is only proper for a superior officer. It is a matter of protocol and civilized conduct. And then we get on with the inspection. McGinty, a thorough, comprehensive, and utterly unforgiving inspection. Yes, sir. You men, you collection of rather scruffy individuals." He swept his gaze across the still loitering crew, who instantly snapped to attention with varying degrees of success, some of them still smelling faintly of pineapple rum. "Report to your stations at once, and ensure those stations are immaculate, not a speck of dust, not a single loose item. I expect a level of cleanliness that would shame a surgical operating theater. I'll just make a quick visit to the infirmary." He turned sharply, his eyes fixing on Finn, a gaze that felt like a laser beam. "This way, Commander McGinty. You will accompany me. This is not a request. but an unequivocal, direct order. Right this way, sir. Finn chirped, relief washing over him in a wave, buying him a precious few minutes to perhaps salvage the situation. He quickly motioned with a subtle, frantic flick of his hand to Plimpton to ensure the hula girls remained hidden deep within the dark, stuffy confines of the air raid shelter, perhaps bribing them with extra rations and the promise of a full meal. The game was far from over. The air over Coral Cove Atoll, a forgotten pearl in the vast, contested expanse of Pacific, hung heavy and humid, a stifling blanket woven from salt spray and the oppressive breath of 1,000 unseen jungle spirits. It clung to every soul and corner of the makeshift naval base like a particularly determined barnacle, smelling perpetually of stale coconut oil, diesel fumes, and the slow, inexorable decay of all tropical things. The corrugated iron barracks shimmered under a relentless sun, baking their inhabitants in a relentless oven of wartime existence. Overhead, a single rusty ceiling fan in the Commodore's office spun with pathetic, wheezing sigh, merely recirculating the warm, moist air, doing little to alleviate the pervasive discomfort. Outside, the incessant, maddening buzz of cicadas competed with the distant, rhythmic clang of a broken pump somewhere near the supply depot, a perpetual soundtrack to the mounting frustrations of the day. Commodore Beauregard Bumble, a man whose face permanently resided in a shade of apoplectic crimson, a hue typically reserved for exotic sunsets or freshly boiled lobsters, and whose tightly buttoned uniform perpetually looked sizes too small, found himself battling this pervasive adversary daily. His weapon of choice, or rather his battle station, was behind a monumental mahogany desk, its surface buried beneath a precarious avalanche of paperwork, half-eaten tins of Spam, and a small ceramic statue of glowering, pot-bellied Buddha. The office itself, a single corrugated iron box with windows perpetually blurred by salt crust and jungle grime, magnified the island's humidity, transforming every breath into a viscous effort. He leaned back in his ancient, squeaky swivel chair, a defiant, protesting creak accompanying the move, and pointed a trembling, cigar-clenched finger, the cigar itself unlit, but nonetheless an integral prop in his dramatic repertoire, at Lieutenant Quentin K. Quickstep. Lieutenant Quickstep, a paragon of youthful earnestness and naval rectitude, possessed the unfortunate, almost supernatural, habit of always being precisely where Commodore Bumble least wanted him to be, usually within range of his most fervent tirades. Quickstep stood ramrod straight, his own crisp, starched uniform already beginning to wilt at the collar, the starch dissolving like courage in the face of overwhelming odds. His eyes were fixed on some point just beyond the Commodore's left ear, a blank, distant stare, as if anticipating a sudden aerial attack of classified documents, or perhaps a rogue coconut dislodged by a particularly ambitious parrot. Lieutenant Quickstep, Bumble bellowed, his voice ricocheting off the tin walls, a sound akin to a distressed foghorn echoing in a submarine. The outburst caused a startled parrot perched on a nearby palm frond to squawk in protest and shed a single, brightly colored feather onto the dusty ground outside, a small, vibrant casualty of the Commodore's vocal force. I believe I just articulated a profound sentiment of, shall we say, astonishment, a guttural, primal exclamation of the utterly unexpected, a cascading chorus of, and I quote, from the deepest chambers of my beleaguered soul, and it was a deeply felt quote, mind you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He slammed the unlit cigar onto his desk with a dramatic flourish, a gesture that sent a fresh cascade of dust motes dancing in the single shaft of sunlight filtering through a particularly grimy, salt-encrusted window pane. The framed portrait of Admiral Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker on the wall, a formidable man with a jawline seemingly sculpted from granite, shuddered precariously, its hook groaning under the strain. And what Pray tell, Lieutenant, what force of nature or administrative oversight provoked such an ungentlemanly, yet deeply felt, expression of profound incredulity from your commanding officer? None other than the critical, indispensable, utterly vital, and frankly baffling requisition that landed on my desk this very morning, demanding, in no uncertain terms, the immediate procurement of garter belts. Garter belts, quick step. You, sir, are the supply officer here. Are you not? Do you deny your designated role in this bureaucratic circus? His voice rose to a shrill crescendo, mirroring the parrot's earlier indignation, echoing through the claustrophobic office. Quickstep flinched, a small, involuntary twitch of his left eye, an almost imperceptible ripple in his otherwise rigid posture. He swallowed, the movement visible in his taut throat, a nervous bobbing of his Adam's apple. Yes, Commodore. Sir. His mind, trained for order, steeped in the meticulous minutiae of naval regulation and the exact numerical categorization of every conceivable item, scrambled frantically to reconcile this outlandish demand with the hallowed pages of the standard Naval Supply Catalog. He was prepared for anything. Ammunition shortages that required inventive field solutions, rationing disputes that devolved into shouting matches over single ounces of powdered milk, or even a sudden infestation of aggressive, highly territorial land crabs in the PX, the post-exchange, that required an immediate emergency deployment of bug bombs. But garter belts? That was firmly, unequivocally, outside the quick-step purview of expected combat logistics. The very concept sent a disquieting, utterly unmilitary shiver down his spine. It felt personal. Bumble slammed his fist down again, a heavy, resounding thud that rattled the entire desk, sending pens scattering like fleeing battalions. This time, the impact sent tremors through a half-empty glass of what appeared to be muddy, brackish water, the color of stale bilge, but which Bumble, with unwavering conviction, swore was freshly purified spring water, filtered personally through 3 layers of coconut husks, and a salvaged coffee filter. If the nurses, Lieutenant, those valiant angels of mercy, those dedicated purveyors of healing and comfort, toiling tirelessly and with great personal sacrifice in our base infirmary, which, might I add, is presently struggling to cope with an unprecedented influx of jungle rot cases, an alarming shortage of sterile bandages, and a critically low stock of quinine for malaria. But I digress. If those nurses, the very backbone of our healing infrastructure, need garter belts, Lieutenant, then you snap to it. Do you hear me? You move with alacrity. I mean, you shake a leg, perform a veritable fandango of procurement. You perform miracles of requisitioning. Oh, you know what I mean, man. A sense of immediate and overwhelming urgency. Quick step. Immediate and unequivocal action. This is not a request. It is a directive from the highest echelons of this command. He leaned forward, his crimson face mere inches from Quickstep's nose, his breath, hot and smelling faintly of stale cigars and antacids, washing over the younger officer. This is a matter of morale. Quickstep, utmost critical, indispensable moral. Do you comprehend the existential gravity of a lack of proper foundational undergarments in wartime? It could cripple the war effort. It could undermine the very foundations of Allied strength in the Pacific. Imagine the headlines. Man, imagine the utterly damning, humiliating, and utterly catastrophic headlines that would blast across the globe. Coral Cove atoll crumbles, under weight of sagging hosiery. The enemy, Lieutenant, the Imperial Japanese Navy, would not only cheer, they would launch a propaganda blitz that would make our ears bleed and our hearts sink, all because our brave nurses' stockings were failing in their primary duty of remaining aloft. It is a strategic imperative. Quickstep stammered, his mind racing through arcane procurement manuals, searching for any loophole, any forgotten addendum, Any obscure paragraph that might remotely address this bizarre demand. His forehead beaded with sweat, not from the heat, but from the sheer mental gymnastics required. His brow furrowed with the strain of navigating an uncharted bureaucratic sea. Sir, I'm not sure we have any requisition codes for 4 personal, elasticated hosiery fasteners. Feminine issued with decorative lace trim, standard periwinkle blue. Sir, the naval bureaucracy, Commodore, with all due respect, simply hasn't caught up with the more intimate needs of our fighting forces. Sir, it is an oversight of unprecedented proportions. Sir, a lacuna in the administrative framework. A gaping hole in the fabric of military supply. He felt an uncontrollable blush creeping up his neck, engulfing his ears, turning them a vibrant scarlet. The very conversation felt unseemly, utterly unsuited to a man of his military discipline. It was as if he were discussing a deeply personal scandal rather than a logistical challenge. Bumble scoffed, blowing a plume of imaginary, acrid smoke from his unlit cigar. The gesture was pure pantomime, but the effect was undeniable, adding to his air of theatrical indignation. Codes be damned. Man, codes are for clerks. Codes are for pen pushers and petty bureaucrats. I demand results, not excuses. Results quick-step, unadulterated. Tangible results. Just find them. Invent a code if you must. Fabricate a requisition category out of. Thin air. Declare them tactical hosiery stabilizers or female leg accoutrements. High priority. Do whatever it takes. Quick step. Employ ingenuity. Utilize initiative. Unleash the full force of your administrative. Cunning. What a war. Quick step. What an utterly, profoundly, ridiculously bewildering, frustrating, and morally bankrupt war this has become. I tell you, man, my spirit is being tested. My very soul is being tried in the crucible of military absurdity. Everything, absolutely everything, is on my shoulders, man. The weight of the entire Pacific Theater, indeed, the entire global conflict, rests solely upon these aging, yet still surprisingly robust shoulders of mine. He dramatically slapped both shoulders for emphasis, grunting slightly with the effort, causing a fresh tremor to ripple through his desk and a nearby pile of urgent dispatches to slide. Perilously close to the edge, a lone, petrified cockroach, its antennae twitching nervously, scuttled across a pile of urgent messages, seeking refuge in the darkest corner of the office, fleeing the imminent chaos. Even the cockroach, it seemed, sensed the encroaching madness. Just as Quickstep was about to offer a formal apology for the perceived burden of existence, for the sheer audacity of being a living organism while Bumble bore the weight of the world, for the cosmic injustice of having to breathe the same air as his distressed Commodore, Private Chippy Chuckles, Bumble's perpetually breathless junior aide, burst into the office like a startled jackrabbit shot from a cannon. Chippy, a nervous young man whose cap was always askew, a testament to his habit of constantly running into door frames during moments of panic, and whose glasses perpetually threatened to slide off his nose, usually during moments of extreme urgency, when he needed them most, skidded to a halt with an audible squeak of his worn sandals. His face was a mask of sheer terror, his uniform damp with perspiration. He clutched a crumpled telex form, the paper already damp with his perspiration, as if it were a ticking hand grenade, sweat beading profusely on his forehead. Commodore, sir, urgent communiques, sir. Chippy blurted, barely pausing to inhale, his chest heaving with exertion, his breath coming in ragged gasps. I just got a message from a pal of mine at Conflict Central. Sir, an intercepted coded burst. Sir, from a highly classified channel. Sir, highly classified, sir. It's bleeding red, sir. His voice was a breathless, high-pitched squeak, strained to the point of breaking, a sound reminiscent of a rusty hinge. Admiral, iron-jawed Jericho Jawbreaker, is arriving today on a sneak inspection. Sir, an unscheduled, unexpected, unannounced early arrival. Ahead of schedule, totally unexpected. Sir, he's bypassing all usual protocols. He gulped a convulsive swallow, his eyes wide with a mixture of raw fear and a strange, morbid awe. Oh no, Iron-Jawed Jawbreaker is coming here. Sir, the legend himself, the scourge of sloppy bases, the nemesis of disorganization, the destroyer of careers. The effect on Commodore Bumble was instantaneous and terrifying, a sudden, petrifying freeze that seemed to lock every muscle in his body. His crimson complexion deepened to a vibrant, almost violent, shade of purple, clashing horribly with the rapidly whitening knuckles clutching his now-shattered cigar. His eyes, already bulging, seemed to threaten to pop clean out of their sockets, vibrating with a barely contained terror. The unlit cigar snapped cleanly in two between his clenched teeth, the dry tobacco showering onto the already cluttered desktop like fine, brown confetti settling amongst the dust motes. He remained frozen for a moment, a statue of pure, distilled dread, a tableau of unadulterated panic, as if the very air had been sucked from a room, leaving him breathless and petrified. Then a primal, guttural roar, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very depths of his being, a cry of utter despair and fury, escaped him. Iron-Jawed Jawbreaker, he wheezed, the very name catching in his throat like a swallowed bone, echoing the distant clang of the broken pump, a discordant accompaniment to his mounting dread. The name alone struck fear, a cold, icy dread, into the hearts of officers from Pearl Harbor to Pago Pago, a fear known universally throughout the ranks of the United States Navy, a legend whispered in hushed tones across all naval bases, a stickler for protocol, a zealot for spotlessness, a man rumored to be able to smell a loose thread on an ensign's cuff from 20 paces across a parade ground, and whose personal mantra was a chilling order, discipline, white gloves. Jawbreaker's sneak inspections were legendary and invariably catastrophic. They typically left behind a trail of demotions, public humiliations, meticulous reports detailing every microscopic imperfection and shattered careers. Whole squadrons have been reassigned, entire units disbanded, due to his unforgiving eye and his almost pathological obsession with order. Bumble leaped to his feet with an almost impossible burst of frantic energy that belied his corpulence, knocking his chair over with a theatrical clatter that seemed to emphasize his mounting panic. It spun mournfully on its back, a visual metaphor for Bumble's rapidly destabilizing equilibrium, before settling with a defeated groan. That's all I need. That is the absolute last thing I need. Confound it all, the man's practically got sensory organs specifically designed for detecting dust. Bunny's beneath my filing cabinet from a mile off when he's nosing around. His eyes are microscopic. His nostrils are tuned to detect any non-regulation aroma, be it stale coffee, jungle rot, or even a faint whiff of unpolished brass on a junior officer's uniform. Do you realize what a mess this place is in? Quickstep, Chuckles, do either of you, in your limited understanding, have even the faintest, most microscopic understanding of the colossal, unprecedented, utterly soul-destroying mess this entire atoll has become? It's not a base. It's a disorganized heap of tropical decay and administrative negligence. We are drowning in our own filth. Drowning. I tell you, hello, is anybody listening out there in the swirling vortex of impending doom? Are my words merely echoing into the vast emptiness of military apathy? Yes. This is Commodore Beauregard Bumble, who happens to be in a state of utter, unbridled, and fully justified panic. I assure you, who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of perfumed geisha girl handing out perfumed hand towels and soothing pleasantries? Tokyo. Rose? I'm speaking to a universe that clearly cares not for my sanity. We're facing total annihilation by tidiness. He will literally find dust in our soul, gentlemen, and punish us for it. Oh, the ignominy, the utter, soul-crushing, career-ending ignominy. He paced frantically, a desperate, bewildered flurry of movement, tripping over a discarded uniform boot and nearly going sprawling into a stack of requisition forms. His indignant outburst, a crescendo of bureaucratic rage that seemed to shake the very foundations of the flimsy office, was abruptly interrupted by the persistent, jarring, almost malevolent ringing of his field phone, a rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption that seemed to possess an almost malicious sense of comedic timing, ringing exactly at the worst possible moment. He snatched it up, glaring at the receiver, as if it were personally responsible for his impending doom, and indeed, for the entire unfortunate situation of war and the very existence of Admiral Jawbreaker. Yes, this is Commodore Bumble, and I am currently at the precise epicenter of unmitigated chaos. If you must know, so spare me your pleasantries, your meaningless salutations. Who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of siren, singing sweet songs of peace and tranquility? Tokyo Rose? Speak. Confound you. Speak your piece before I tear your metallic, infernal existence limb from limb. He paused, listening, his brow furrowing deeper with each strained, whining syllable he heard through the crackling line, his already florid complexion darkening further to a dangerously purple-black. What? The Sinks? In the Petty Officers Club? Are backing up? You mean the foul, putrid effluvium of yesterday's rations is slowly but surely creeping its way onto the dance floor. The horror. So, what do you expect me to do about it? You utterly clueless imbecile. Do you take me for a common laborer? For a greasy artisan of pipes? I'm the commanding officer here, man. The supreme authority. I'm not a plumber. Does my uniform, emblazoned as it is with the glorious insignia of command, the very symbols of strategic brilliance, bear the humble, mud-stained insignia of a Master Chief Plumber's Mate First Class? I think not. I am a strategist, a brilliant, underappreciated leader of men, an orator of unparalleled military rhetoric, a gentleman of impeccable, if currently distressed breeding, a paragon of naval rectitude, whose hands are meant for charting courses, not unblocking drains. He slammed the phone down with a mighty crash, narrowly missing his hand, and sending another, larger cascade of documents fluttering to the floor like bewildered seabirds taking flight in a gale. He ran a hand over his sweating, glistening, rapidly moistening bald pate, looking utterly wretched, the sheen of sweat catching the meager, dusty light filtering through the window. His uniform was already rumpled, creased in 100 places. His hair, what little he had remaining, disheveled, plastered to his scalp. He felt the insidious grip of panic tightening around his throat. Sir, Lieutenant Quickstep ventured cautiously, stepping delicately over a fallen pile of charts and a discarded hardtack biscuit, his voice a nervous whisper, barely audible above the ringing in Bumble's ears. Commodore, if I may, I observe you taking some medication earlier, sir. Your stomach acid. Sir, it could start a car, sir. Indeed, from the sound of it, you have a veritable internal combustion engine attempting to erupt within your very being. I believe your gastric system is currently staging a major offensive. Quickstep's eyes flickered to the small, ever-present bottle of antacids on Bumble's desk, a permanent fixture beside a framed photo of a rather stern-looking woman Quickstep suspected was Mrs. Bumble, perhaps the only person on Earth capable of striking even greater fear into the Commodore's heart than Admiral Jawbreaker himself. He knew these pills usually provided momentary relief, at best, a temporary reprieve from Bumble's constant gastrointestinal distress. Bumble merely waved a dismissive hand, the gesture sweeping away a handful of scattered paper clips and a suspicious-looking dead fly. Pills, Quickstep. Don't mention the pills. These infernal things are a plot. I tell you, a pharmaceutical conspiracy designed by my enemies, undoubtedly financed by the Nips, to undermine my very digestive fortitude. Each one, is a tiny saboteur, wreaking havoc in my already tempestuous gut, churning like a typhoon in a teacup. His eyes narrowed as if the pills themselves were sentient, malevolent entities, plotting his downfall from the innocuous glass bottle. He suspected treachery even from his medication. "Please, sir," Quickstep insisted, his brow creased with genuine, albeit terrified, concern, his sense of duty overriding his fear. "Take it easy on those pills. You know how they always give you indigestion. Sir, please. The last time, sir, you nearly mistook a hibiscus bush for an insubordinate ensign and attempted to give it extra latrine duty. It was a rather embarrassing botanical encounter. Sir, that almost led to a diplomatic incident with the island flora." Bumble scoffed, a short, sharp bark of pure contempt that rattled Quickstep's teeth. "Indigestion? Indigestion is for the faint of heart. Quickstep, indigestion is for the weak-willed and the morally flaccid. It is for civilians, not fighting men. I feel a veritable volcano brewing within my very viscera, a churning, acid-spewing maelstrom of gastric discontent. My internal organs are staging a full-scale mutiny. But I don't care. Do you hear me? I don't care. I just don't care what ravages my internal organs. For my mind is fixed on higher matters, on survival, on avoiding Admiral Jawbreaker, by the celestial stars above, the benevolent heavens themselves. If I really get sick, truly, unequivocally, catastrophically ill, sick beyond all reasonable medical repair, then someone else, some other poor, unsuspecting wretch, would have to face the Admiral, the Iron Jaw, the great white menace of military inspections. Oh, wait a minute, you say. A flicker of something, akin to a mad glint, a spark of sheer, unadulterated, nefarious genius, appeared in his eyes, chasing away the cloud of self-pity and terror. He stopped pacing abruptly, suddenly still, the frantic energy momentarily draining from him. The clattering of paperwork, the stifling heat, the relentless buzz of cicadas, the impending doom, all seemed to coalesce into a single brilliant, nefarious, utterly audacious idea. His face transformed, a malevolent grin slowly spreading across his features, transforming him into a malevolent caricature, a tropical Mephistopheles. If I was sick, he mused, tapping his cigar stub, which he had somehow retrieved from the floor, with a newly invigorated intensity, the sound of sharp, percussive crack in the stifling silence. Genuinely, catastrophically, undeniably sick, then I could appoint an acting base commander. Couldn't I? A temporary replacement, a suitable scapegoat, a sacrificial lamb to absorb the full brunt of the Iron Jaw's fury. Right, Lieutenant Quickstep? That's perfectly within regulations, isn't it? A temporary incapacitation. Say an unexpected, highly contagious, extremely debilitating, but ultimately non-fatal tropical fever. The kind that renders one completely helpless, but ultimately capable of a full recovery. Just after the Admiral has departed, a fever that peaks at the precise moment of maximum strategic advantage. He punctuated his words with a dramatic, hacking cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat. A truly Oscar-worthy performance, complete with rattling breaths and strained groans. Quickstep, ever the regulations man, ever the obedient automaton of naval procedure, nodded hesitantly, tried to access his mental database of emergency provisions, searching for the exact subparagraph that dealt with strategic incapacitation. Oh, yes, sir. Within emergency provisions, such a course of action is, indeed, entirely within parameters. Yes, a temporary transfer of command for medical reasons. Most certainly, the regulations allow for such flexibility in times of extreme exigency. His mind immediately went to the chain of command, sorting through who the logical, most competent, and therefore least likely to enrage Jawbreaker choice might be, perhaps himself, or Lieutenant Commander Higgins from Supply, a notoriously timid but efficient man, known for his ability to accurately count every grain of rice on the island. He certainly would not have picked the man Bumble was thinking of, not in a million years. But Bumble wasn't listening. He was already spinning the intricate web of his genius, a masterpiece of self-preservation and malicious delegation. His mind, often likened to a sluggish bilge pump, a repository of bureaucratic detritus, had, on this rare occasion, decided to function like a supercharged centrifuge, spinning off plans with terrifying speed and precision. "And I want you to know, Lieutenant," he declared, striking a heroic pose that unfortunately highlighted the tightness of his tunic, which threatened to burst at the seams, "that I am ready to accept the supreme test of finding an appropriate sacrificial lamb for Iron-Jawed Jawbreaker, a suitable patsy to absorb the full force of the Admiral's righteous wrath. And I know just a man, Quick-Step, just a man who will undoubtedly cause an unparalleled display of administrative ineptitude, a man whose mere presence can cause regulations to spontaneously combust, a man who is the antithesis of everything Jawbreaker holds dear." He paused, a mischievous grin stretching across his purple face, transforming him into a malevolent caricature. Not Julian, not Lieutenant Quick-Step. No. He rubbed his hands together with a truly diabolical glee, the sound dry and conspiratorial, like rustling leaves in a graveyard or a serpent slithering through dry grass. Commander Finian Fimmagini, that rogue, that insubordinate rascal, that irreverent scoundrel, with McGinty and his scallywags, his motley collection of reprobates and ne'er-do-wells, his rabble of rum-swilling, rule-breaking misfits in charge of Coral Cove Atoll, for a mere afternoon, a paltry few hours. They will run wild. They will dismantle this base board by board. They will desecrate every sacred naval regulation. They will absolutely and definitively destroy themselves right in front of the Admiral. It's absolutely brilliant, Quick-Step, utterly, staggeringly, undeniably brilliant, a masterpiece of strategic delegation and inspired revenge. They will hang themselves with their own laxity. Bumble peered at his reflection in the dusty, salt-encrusted mirror hanging crookedly on the wall, an unflattering representation of his florid face and bulging eyes. He adjusted his already askew cap, attempting to project an air of tragic dignity, to enhance his carefully cultivated image of the dying hero. He exaggerated a cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat, a truly authentic, rattling sound, and feigned a tremble in his hand, holding it out for inspection. "Uh-huh, I do look sort of sick to you, don't I? All right." A pallor, Quick-Step. A decided pallor. The pallor of impending doom. "I am a vision of profound debilitation. The very. Picture a man at death's door." He tilted his head, adopting what he believed was a look of profound, feverish debilitation, a look that bordered on the grotesque. Quick-Step, caught completely off guard by the sheer audacity of the scheme, by the breathtaking villainy of the plan, found himself nodding vigorously, his eyes wide, his carefully constructed military composure threatening to shatter. He felt a bead of sweat trickle down his temple, tasting of salt and fear, a cold, clammy drop. "Yes, sir. Terribly sick, sir. Utterly, spectacularly unwell. Commodore. In fact, sir, with that particular shade of purple on your countenance. You almost look feverish. Quite alarmingly so, sir. Your coloring is quite striking. Sir, don't you think you'd better call the medics, sir? Right away, sir, with utmost haste. Sir, before your constitution completely gives way, before your very being dissolves into a puddle of sickness on your office floor." He even added an extra earnest emphasis to the terribly sick part, trying desperately to match the Commodore's dramatic flair, to become an accomplice in this grand charade of illness. "Excellent, Quick-Step. My boy, on the double. Don't stand there gawking at my imminent demise. Man, time is of the essence." Bumble's voice cracked theatrically, dissolving into another paroxysm of feigned coughs. Each one a masterclass in pulmonary distress. "Chippy! Chippy!" he yelled, attempting to appear faint, his voice now a mere whisper, weak and gasping. "It's Commodore Bumble. Hurry! He's not well. He's succumbing to the tropical scourge. Quick! On the double. Chuckles. I think I'm going to pay a terrible price for my dedication to duty. A heavy, tragic toll." His voice trailed off dramatically, his eyes rolling back in his head with an entirely unconvincing, theatrical lurch as he aimed for a graceful collapse onto his desk, hoping to fall with the dignity of a dying swan. Chippy, always eager to please, always a step behind in grasping the Commodore's convoluted intentions, misheard the final, dramatic word. "Oh, sir, you're going to pay," he echoed, a confused frown creasing his young brow, his glasses slipping further down his nose. He fumbled frantically through his pockets, his uniform rustling, as if the Commodore was asking for a personal loan or some kind of last-minute bribe from his meager earnings. "My meager earnings, sir? Are they required for your recovery?" "I only have a few pesos, sir, mostly in small change." He was too busy searching for coins to notice the trajectory of the collapsing Commodore. "Oh, sir, you didn't say to catch you." Just as Bumble performed his elaborate stage swoon, launching himself dramatically onto the desk, Chippy, still bewildered and fumbling, completely failed to support him, resulting in a surprisingly solid, rather undignified thud as Bumble's ample frame hit the floor, narrowly missing an overflowing ashtray and sending a miniature dust cloud into the already oppressive air. "You're a stupid numbskull," Chuckles, Bumble bellowed, momentarily forgetting his feigned illness and springing up from the floor like a jack-in-the-box, rubbing his rather tender backside with considerable vigor. His crimson complexion deepened from purple to a shade of livid maroon, his eyes burning with genuine fury. "Thanks, Chippy. Thanks a million for your profound support in my moment of utter collapse. You're stellar. Rescue will not be forgotten. Indeed, it will be enshrined as a prime example of gross incompetence and abysmal failure." Chippy, utterly mortified by a spectacular failure and the Commodore's subsequent wrath, saluted stiffly, his face as red as a freshly boiled prawn, his ears burning with shame. "Thank you, sir. Good old sir," he mumbled, already imagining the long hours of remedial officer-catching drills and detailed salute improvement exercises that would undoubtedly follow, perhaps even in forced practice with mannequins. "Oh, sir. Sir, it's Commander McGinty. He's coming this way, sir," Lieutenant Quickstep announced, his voice urgent, having spotted the familiar, shambolic form of Commander Finian, Finn McGinty strolling leisurely towards Bumble's office, whistling a jaunty, entirely inappropriate sea shanty, oblivious to the high drama unfolding within. Bumble, hearing this, immediately reassumed his role, his recovery from the floor a miraculous transformation from fury to frailty, a beatific, if somewhat manic and highly suspect, smile spread across his face. He even managed to produce a faint, pathetic moan, a sound he had perfected after years of feigning various ailments to avoid tedious administrative tasks. He staggered over to his cot, an ancient canvas affair that perpetually smelled of mildew, threw himself onto it with a grunt that decidedly belied his alleged sickness, and pulled a grubby, stained blanket over himself, burying his head with theatrical flourish. "I don't remember anything. All right? My memory is a sieve. Quickstep, a veritable sieve, full of holes. It's a trick, boys. A cruel trick of fate. My mind has gone to some happy place where there are no admirals. No, garter belts. I'm a very sick man, don't forget. An invalid, you hear me? A helpless, decrepit invalid at the mercy of my subordinates." Just then, the door creaked open, admitting Commander Finn McGinty, a man whose easy grin and perpetually crumpled uniform suggested a lifelong indifference to regulation.